I didn't even know he's been in the F1 for that long. Good lord.
I remember back when he was on Lotus in like 2012. Him and Raikkonen were teammates.
Alright, Narain Karthikeyan or Hector Gonzalez?
Narain Karthikeyan's an F1 driver.
When did Williams stop being good?
1996.
They won the championship in '97.
Did they? Okay, 1998.
Yeah, didn't Jacques Villeneuve?
I thought it was honestly like the 2010 was when they were last.
They had cars that occasionally
Did Montoya run for them?
Like that time Maldonado won a race for them. That was the last race Williams has won.
Well, didn't Montoya run for Williams?
Who did? I think he did. It was the BMW Williams era, wasn't it? And they were still kind of a midfield team then.
Yeah, but didn't he win races?
You can win races and not have a good car. That's the thing about F1.
Thing about NASCAR.
That's also true. It's a shame that Racing Reference doesn't let you look up by team. Montoya won the 2004 Brazilian Grand Prix for Williams.
Yeah.
That was one of 3 races that year that was not won by Ferrari.
Yeah, so?
The other 2 were Kimi Räikkönen for McLaren at Spa and Jarno Trulli for Renault at Monaco.
Oh, the French guy that won because everybody blew up or crashed?
That was a different year. That was, I want to say, 96, 97, where like 5 cars were classified. I really wish I could search by team. I'm pretty sure Maldonado has the last victory for Williams. What year was that even? Was that 2012? 2012 Catalunya was the last time Williams won a race. I'm not sure that may also be the last time they had a podium.
Probably, yeah. I'm be interested to see if Haas can ever get a win.
Not with their current lineup, I don't think.
No.
I don't even know much about F1, but every time I watch a race, it just consistently, either one of them makes a fucking mistake, and it's like, well, there goes a good race.
Okay, well that's great. I found an F1 stats site. Their bios are all in French. Last Constructors Champion for Williams was 97.
Where do they race this weekend?
Bahrain.
Okay, so I'll be able to watch that at a decent time then.
It'll start about 8 o'clock for you.
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
Yeah, Pastor Maldonado has the last win for Williams. Before that, Montoya picked up 2 in 03 and 04.
Wow.
Yeah, like early aughts, they won a handful of races. From 2001 to 2004, they won, what is that, like 8 or 9 races split between Ralf Schumacher and Montoya. This is a really poorly laid out website too. It kind of sucks. Is there better?
I don't understand how F1 2018 doesn't have audio for either of my first or last names. So I'm always referred to as the Haas. Oh, cool. Great.
I don't know. There was an NHL game that actually had my last name as an option, and now it's no longer an option. It actually pisses me off. It's like, why did you take it out?
Madden finally put it back in. When I created a player on Madden, they actually say my last name now.
It's
What I thought is like, you think they'd have the name Michael, you know, because of like, you know, the guy who was named Michael who did really good and won a bunch of races, you know.
Michael Waltrip got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's what people would always say about the old like NCAA basketball and college football games. It's like, yeah, none of the players' names were in there, but oddly enough, if you typed
Right.
in random names, oh wow, they would say their names.
Yes.
It's like, oh, that's interesting.
Oh, Smith goes deep for Ginn. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I always notice that whenever I put a named roster in, or even did the auto-gen names.
Yep.
Oh,
I just did that with NCAA 09 basketball. I was just laughing. I'm like, they didn't even try to hide it. Just blatant.
Mitchell. Mitchell.
Bueller.
We are live at Martinsville.
Listen here, pal. I'll have you know, I'm a former U.S. Navy SEAL, trained in sniper school.
What?
It's copy pasting.
I was gonna ask, where is this going?
Sometimes on like if you're browsing all on Reddit, you'll be reading something and out of nowhere
Yeah.
you find that copy paste and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I found a few of those over the years, and I always read like the first half and then go
And you're like,
wait
what
a
the
minute,
hell? And then you're like, oh, okay, this is
Oh.
definitely.
wrong.
Tony, this isn't Patriots Week 1.
When are we getting week 2?
Next week,
Said that last week.
I'll keep saying it until it happens.
Thank you, EA Sports. I'll keep saying it until it happens.
EA Sports, it's in the game.
EA Sports. We'll keep saying
I'm
it
getting
until
like
it happens.
3 commercials. What the fuck? This is worse than NBC.
Tim, why are you like 300 times louder now?
I don't know.
Holy crap, we're green.
Oh shit, we're green already? Oh my god. That is a true Fox broadcast. Hi, welcome to Martinsville. Green! Whoa, wait a minute.
I'm not gonna lie, I would not mind it if they cutted the pre-race shows.
The pre-race show's bullshit. It needs to go away.
I hate
Cut the
when-
pre-race and put it after for post-race, and I'd be happy.
Watch them speculate about things after they happen.
I
it's
hate
just
when
like,
they come
I
back
get
from
so
commercial
tired
and
is-
they're already green into turn 1.
I'm just getting tired of the race is over and they interview the top 2 and then the broadcast is gone, specifically in the lower series.
Oh,
I want to hear the post. That's what I like about NBCSN. At least they do post-race coverage with Kyle Petty and stuff. Dale Jarrett.
Yes. Do a lot of post race, like an hour, a solid hour every race.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, I don't care that much, but it's nice that they do it.
Are we having outrageous speeds here or what?
Yeah, are we
We're
pack
doing
racing?
200 miles an hour in the corner.
A lot of sliding.
The top speed is 98 so far, miles an hour. That sounds about right.
I'm loose, Chad.
The earth is flat, Chad.
Wow, I got a fortune cookie that said, "When in doubt, be yourself." Thank you.
When in doubt, pinky out.
Okay.
I got a pizza that had pepperoni on it. That mean anything?
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying I did.
When in doubt, be a pepperoni? Is that what's happening now?
Alright, I guess we had a caution.
And we have a cow shit.
Yeah, I saw the yellow lights come out.
Ooh,
Oh, God. Oh, Torres. Oh.
he saves it.
Why did I just
Yeah, see, they're going pretty quick because they're like flying it in there. Good old AI. Actually, a pretty hard hit. Imagine streaming Apex Legends and having 52,000 people watch.
Terrifying.
No matter what you do, that's gonna be terrifying. Like, should I do something for these people at this time? Yes? No?
I know. I just couldn't do it. I could not stream with 50,000 people watching me. It'd just be awkward. It'd be like standing in the middle of an NFL stadium and like everyone's looking at you almost.
You can be yourself, but that's too hard.
Hang on, I might have a video for you.
Damn, everyone pit? Oh, I wonder what tire wear is going to be like if everybody pit. Whoa. I swear I've seen this before. Just don't know when.
Jeez, people nearly lost the lap. Oh, did Lug lose a lap? Or is he gonna get waved around?
I didn't know we do wave arounds.
I pulled out in front of him. Oh yeah. Hope the all Aloha snack bar machine is snugged up today. I forgot single file, man, it looks so weird.
Did that green flag look neon green to anybody else?
I didn't even look at it.
Yeah, nobody looks at the flag anymore, too. Except me and you and really everybody, actually.
Okay, Tony!
Excellent commentary.
Sounds like DW.
Oh, Tony, I've gotta send you, I redid JB's car, it's much better now.
Oh, I had to pit. Daggum.
The Alaska snack bar is like, we need more sponsorship, or whatever the frack it says.
Look at that nose. I mean, what is that piece of junk?
It's Dodge decals over Pontiac shading.
You're not the only one that came in, though.
Did I get a black flag?
I think so.
I bet it was for passing. I'm just like, okay, pulling. I'm doing the old Morgan Shepherd. Act like we're gonna race the whole race and then just park it.
Never mind.
Oh, Kevin made the race?
Yeah, he's not doing good so far.
I see Adam's having a field day. or Brad. I don't remember whose car
Hey,
that is.
remember the thing I suggested to fix what happened for qualifying in California? That's exactly what they're doing.
Steven Spears has gone 2 laps down.
But at least he has fresh Goodyear rubber.
Yes.
And at least he's in the race.
Yes. I mean, there are a lot of positives here.
And he's holding up the guys behind me, allowing me to get away.
It's very good to see Alex Krapser in the lead. He's had a terrible season so far.
And I think, Tony, I think terrible would be an understatement.
Yes, he's done worse than just about more than half of the field.
Spears, you're holding them up, aren't you?
I think so. Which is kind of dangerous, but, I got pressure tires, so by that logic.
Choose the punting.
Ryan's dropping back.
That's what happens when you get stuck on the outside because of a slow piece of shit lap car.
Oh, he's way behind the lap car now. If
I
Ryan...
wonder who designed that lap car scheme. Shirley's not helping him win the race right now.
Hey, when you make me put Dodge decals on a Pontiac, bad things happen. That car came pre-Martinsville.
I think we actually pulled that car out of Mark Martin's barn.
The lap 20 rundown. Alex Krapser first, Matthew Dominique second, third is Tim McDonald, fourth Matt Raboyne, fifth John Tharp. Congratulations to those 5 as they have accomplished nothing officially. But
Yeah, this is
What's wrong with you, Tony?
It's like going down the running order on lap
Hey.
2 of a 100-lap race.
I'll tell you what, John Tharp, he's legit.
he is legit. He's been
I'll
legit for
take
some
it.
time now.
I'll take him seriously after Iowa.
They almost look like they're dirt tracking around here.
That's what I was saying, like, these tires are gonna be melted, dude, because they are sliding so much.
I think NASCAR should make you run the same set of tires for the whole season.
I'm also going to point out, I've never run this good at Martinsville.
Martinsville,
You've run
Tim.
third before, granted it wasn't a 42-car field. But you are beating Ryan and me and JB.
I like how all just sliding through the
Should
corner.
be ahead of me, but Steven Spears is playing blocker back there.
Hey, I'm running my line.
Look at how sideways they are coming off the corner. Like, middle off.
It takes
No, that's what I
talent
said
to
at the
drive in the
start.
N.O.R.L. You need to slide to be fast.
No, they
Well,
can turn like that because they have, like,
Tony,
turbo
do you
grip.
have a train cam?
I don't have a train cam. I don't know what that is specifically.
A camera to see when the train goes by.
Choo-choo.
Okay.
Like to remind you that we are a family-friendly broadcast.
We're going to run a train on you at Martinsville.
Now let's cut live to our Budweiser.
Just a bottle of Budweiser.
Yeah, here's this can of Budweiser. Now for
We
a
had
quick
budget
word
cuts,
from
we can't
Budweiser.
afford the fucking bottle anymore, it's just a can.
Now for a quick word from Bush. Bush! Okay,
And,
thanks.
and here's your latest boner pills.
Speaking of Bush, there is 10th place Bush's Baked Beans, Dave Butterworth.
Beans!
Who's having probably the most overachieving season of anybody so far. Meanwhile,
That is such a crusty looking fella on that. Jeez.
points
Nothing's
leader Rick
crusty.
Jackson is in 11th.
Tony, does this track have a pit lane camera that's that camera from the spotter stand in turn 1 where you can just see the whole track at once?
Nah, these two are legit pit lane cameras.
Damn. Because that was always a fun camera to watch a race from where you see the whole track at once.
Speaking of Rick, he still hasn't won a race, has he?
He won, what was that race? No, I don't think he has, actually. He has 2 top 5s and 3 top 10s, but no win.
So how far is the back of the field from being lapped by Alex here? Because that's when this will get spicy.
It's already pretty close. They're literally a half turn in front
Yeah,
of
there
them.
they are when we get the stationary camera off too.
Man, that 144 car, that thing is very high quality.
It's retro and in-game paint shop as fuck.
Looks like the cars you used to make when you started your career mode on Thunder.
I think we have a retiree.
I think that's exactly what Michael
A
Mason did on
retiree.
A wee diary?
It's not a football player, isn't there a Tyree?
David Tyree, Tyree Kill.
Actor Tyree or rapper, whatever he is. Daggum. Is he out of the race?
It looks like it. Ben's already having a horrible season. This might take him out of the top 35. Wow. I love how that one pit guy is not doing anything. He's just standing there.
Oh, hey guys. I think our crew went home.
I love how, because it's trying to use the default N4 pit crew for everybody, it doesn't actually wrap onto the bottle, and his skin is like his chest is exposed for some reason.
I also like the cars in the background with grass on the bottom, even though there's no grass.
Oh yeah, that's just a thing. I don't know. Maybe they haven't been dealing with the grass growing through the cracks in the asphalt, Tony.
Okay, a whole thing of grass.
A whole thing of grass.
That car's actually been parked there for 20 years.
All of
Why are
them?
there so many shadows? Is this like in the afternoon? Is it cloudy?
I mean, this is one of the SDT trims, isn't it? This is a
Yes.
fall one though, because you have the boom cancer curves.
Yeah, guys, I heard at our first stage break, Elton John's going to be performing Tiny Dancer.
Tyree Dancer.
Hold me closer, Tony Dancer.
Remind me on lap 250 to sing it.
Oh god.
Hey Alexa, please set a reminder for...
Or you can just play it on your TeamSpeak.
So the whole 6-minute song?
Yes. That would be so screwed up to have a race and then just to have Elton John singing while they're green.
You say that like we can't do that right now. Is Zach still here?
No.
No?
think he's-
Did you read the article I sent you?
No.
Practicing his vocals.
Yeah, he's warming
Take me
up.
home. Country road.
Hold me close
To the place. There's nachos. Taco Bell.
Okay.
Down the street.
So is
Take me there.
qualifying fixed for Texas or what?
That's their goal.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, I mean, they basically did the rules I proposed. If you don't go out and put a lap, you go to the back of the grid field. You don't even forfeit your spot in the round. You forfeit your entire qualifying. So, like, if you were a non-charter team and there were 41 cars,
I like
you
that.
make it to the last round and you don't go, you're out of the field.
Yes, I like that.
Tim
They'll
McDonald
say something to keep
is
them
second.
stopping in a row.
Yeah, I think my gearbox is on cocaine. So I hit upshift and it downshifted me to 6th. Oh my
Sounds
god.
like you've broken your gearbox.
I've broken something. Broken my chances at winning this race. I'm like going down the front stretch and it's just
What percentage do you run?
25. But I'm honestly running a shitty gearbox because I'm trying to get the achievement or trophy for finishing a race while missing a gear. But instead I've gotten the gearbox malfunction where it goes apeshit. Now we're
Nice.
6. Now, oh, I've just shifted without actually shifting. Oh my lord.
Things are happening to
Look at Tim Charger. Tim is flying. He's gonna put it to the bumper here. He's inside! Ah, and he makes a pass.
Tim
Brad,
McDonald
just
to
let
the
him
lead. He's getting loose.
I really think this is just because of the traffic. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get all up over this retro New Orleans Saints Super Bowl ambio car.
Hey guys, I think tires are gonna be pretty important. I think Alex has burned them all.
He's trying to highline. It doesn't work.
There we go.
That was a nice crossover.
That was a beautiful crossover.
I totally forgot Denny Hamlin used to run a car that was the actual base scheme of it.
Denny Hamlin and FedEx. Good time.
I mean, he's still sponsored by FedEx. That might be the longest active sponsor and driver combo now.
It's gotta be.
I think if you only counted primary sponsor, yeah.
If you want to count, if you want,
You've had Miller since. When did he start having the Miller cars? That was
2011.
11. So yeah, then he's had FedEx. Then he had FedEx.
But Miller's been with that team for way longer.
He had it on the Gen 4. Yeah, he's had that forever.
Kyle Busch just wanted an interstate battery scheme. They've been with Gibbs forever.
Yeah, they've been with Kyle Busch since he went to Gibbs. I think, yeah, Kyle Busch has had almost all the same sponsors since he went to Gibbs. He's had a lot of common sponsors there. But
And a lot of
works.
and a lot of the other sponsorship he's picked up is actually just, you know, subsidiaries of the major corporations with pedigree.
Gibbs when he got there, wasn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, so I think it might be Denny Hamlin and FedEx, the longest running active sponsor.
I can't think of any other ones.
I can't think of many other drivers that have been in the series that long.
But like, almost nobody's raced with Senior anymore, so
Like anybody that
Kurt Busch is the last one.
yeah.
And anybody that ran the Gen 4 aside from Denny Hamlin isn't even with the same team anymore either.
Isn't there only like a handful of guys who've run the Gen 4 though?
Newman, both Bushes, Harvick, Hamlin, Jimmy Johnson. Those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head that are
Truex.
every week. Well, yeah, Truex. Did he run a Gen 4 Cup race?
Yeah, in like 2006, 7.
It's like Almirola.
He was in the one, wasn't he?
It's like Almirola ran one in 07, which was a Gen 4 car, so
Man, I really thought I was going to lose the lead and all that. Now, this is where things start working for Spears. He stays with the leader, and as we put cars 2 laps down, he starts getting spots. What he really needs is to catch a yellow like a lap after the leader's pit, and he'll get one of his laps back.
yes. The race is gonna be over for me, regardless.
The race is over for you much sooner than that.
I think as soon as I made the field, my race was over.
What race?
There was
Exactly. I was told we only had 2 sets of tires.
Or just 2 tires.
Did Adam just pit?
Make sure that tire's good before you change it.
There's a lot of people on pit road that are just like randomly showing up there.
I'm gonna check in a second.
One of those is the pace car.
Yeah, he did pit.
Before this race is over, someone's gonna blow a tire.
I don't think the AI blow tires.
They just like randomly slow down and then go to pit road, and then they like change one side and then they take off.
I just noticed the pace car is in the middle of the pit road.
Yes. I think that was done for. I'm trying to remember. I remember reading what the reason they did that was. It was something like if they put the pace car at the end of pit road, they'd be beyond the end, and it would cause weird scoring bugs and cause the glitch to become very common where the pace car wouldn't come out. So they just moved him to the middle of the pit road. Personally, I would have tried to put him behind the old backstretch pit road back there just to get him out of the way. That might not have worked.
Well, I'm not the only one 2 laps down, so.
Yeah, now there's spots for you to pick up. Wow, Spears, you really fucked me, didn't you?
I think so.
They're having a hard time getting through the lap cars.
Lap 60 rundown, Matthew Dominique first, Matt Raboyne second, Alex Crapser third, Tim McDonald fourth, and John Tharp fifth. Points leader Rick Jackson in ninth. Struggle of the day so far is Ben Gear and Adam Crapser.
Oh, what, not Steven Spears?
Look, I'm already a back marker. This is just normal.
Although the good news is if Ben had a problem, you might be able to pass him in points. Adam's in the top 20, I think.
Yes, I'm one spot behind Ben in points, I think. Yes.
You know, I'm actually willing to bet whatever caused Adam to pit probably had something to do with the wreck he was in.
There could be something to that.
It's just a weird coincidence, don't you think?
I don't know, Tim. That seems like a little bit of a stretch. I think you're going out on a limb on that one.
Why would wrecking cause pitting?
Yeah, it's weird. It's also weird how far back some of these QSM cars are.
Yeah, Ryan dropped back pretty good. I think Dave
You're
is way
stuck
back.
on the outside, especially early in the run. You're going way back.
Whoa. A couple of cars are getting forced to run up so high.
Battle for the lead. Matt Raboyne looks under Dominique, the teammates.
Yeah, it feels like the slow cars aren't slow enough that they get railroaded. Unlike, you know, the really slow guys in California that were so slow that they were doing one lap for every two the leaders did.
I missed that race. Was it pretty bad?
Yeah.
There was a car doing what, Tony? 150 down the straight
Oh
line?
God!
I think it was Jonathan that was just going so slow.
Cost a couple of people the race because they got stuck behind him.
Glenn and Kevin are holding their ground. Michael's still on the lead lap. And
Hey, it's Virginia. This is a stand your ground state, probably.
I guess so.
Oh God.
Michael's 5 car lengths ahead of the leader now, and he got passed at some point.
This will just bring all the competitive cars together, and then they'll start racing and let the lap cars get away again.
Yeah, you and Brad have already caught up a little bit. 10th place is
Well,
only
I mean,
4
those are
seconds
lap
back.
cars in the middle of the queue. You still got Dale and Spears in the middle of the line.
It's like like you were saying, the lap cars just aren't that slow.
Not yet, anyway. I'm sure we'll end up with one that's abysmally slow at some point.
Someone going full on Mike Seneca.
If someone will get stuck on the outside line in a battle in the middle of the lap cars, and then cars will finally start getting passed.
Dominique for the lead.
They're so aggressive into the corner.
I can't wait for green flag pit stops. There goes Kevin way high. He might actually get past now. Oh, he almost hit the fence.
Yeah, Matthew's gonna take off here.
Did anybody else just notice the roof numbers on Kevin's car upside down?
I'm sure he did that purposely, so he wants the fans to see the
I think he
number.
got called out for that where it's like, no, I do it short track style. I'm like, okay, but it's a NASCAR stock car, not an ASA late model.
What's better than Butter's Bugatti?
Butter had a number of cars like, Butter, you gotta have numbers somewhere. So when you're being told to stay behind the whatever the fuck he was running that week, the 585, you know which car it is.
He'd probably just use like a one font and put a 585.
He would stamp them on as small as he could. Like, okay, that's fine. I didn't say how big they had to be.
My next car, I want it to be painted like the new K&N style, where like the numbers on like the very back side of the door. You can barely see it, and like the car is just entirely the sponsor.
Well, here I'm getting shuffled.
John Tharp's charging.
Yeah, Tim, you let a little bit of laps there, and then
I mean, I've never been very fast in Martinsville. I was never comfortable having my car loose enough to be as fast as some of the other guys. And I don't attack the corners the same way most people do. Honestly, on N4, I've run Martinsville like it was a road course. So there's a lot of break into the corner, roll for the center. I can get off pretty decently, but I just wasn't able to attack it like before.
And then,
I know,
Not as much like a road course as Pocono, where I literally shifted Pocono, but
in N4 you don't have to save your brakes either.
you don't have to save your brakes in anything, except maybe R-Factor.
Yeah, if I had to worry about saving brakes in iRacing here, I'd be terrible.
I think everybody would be.
I think they've said that's something that they want to add at some point. They just haven't gotten the implementation with it. When it, like, braking is simulated, at least from the sound engine side, like your brakes squeal when they're cold. But they haven't done much more than that. At least they used to. I don't know if they still do. I know a couple of cars I hear brakes squeal when it first came out.
Yeah, I do too.
Imagine how many
Sometimes
times
we
someone would get run over from behind because of bad brakes.
And no brakes!
Oh, it'd be bad, dude. It would be fun, but also it'd be really frustrating because I think everybody would have to change the way that they drive there.
Absolutely.
Because I know I abuse the absolute shit out of the brakes, and I run decently well there. But if I had to worry about brakes, wow.
I think it would depend on what car and track you're running. I think on the road side, for a lot of people, it wouldn't make any difference. But when you're, and even now, the way the Cup cars are now, the brakes really aren't an issue anymore. The cars got so light. Honestly, I said this the other day, I think that's one of the issues with the current Cup car, is it's too light. If you get the cars heavier, I think they'd actually race a little better. I'm finally getting through the lappers on that.
Only Matthew, everyone else is just kind of stuck.
Yeah, he's kind of starting to check out. I cannot imagine racing a 2003 race here with 42 other people.
Well, there wouldn't be any racing, it would just be riding.
We had 16 at that one time,
God.
and it was bad.
Well,
40 would be just
that's the
the
issue sometimes with short tracks, even in iRacing. Sometimes the netcode's just not there to let you race close and just give people the slight touch you sometimes need to move on.
How bad was that Martinsville race, Spears? We had somebody intentionally wreck Rob.
Yep.
Yep.
So, I vaguely remember, and I don't know who it was, somebody at N4 tried to wreck the pace car. That didn't end well for them.
Oh, what happened?
Well, we're about to
That's
see.
what happened.
Whoa!
Oh, come on.
Just like slid off the corner.
I think you're okay.
Wow.
No, I'll mysteriously hit 5 laps and then lose 2 laps.
It's the tire wear. I'm telling you, I think they're wearing the tires really bad.
Why? Because they're going so fast.
That was a hell of a head.
Yeah, if that was realistic damage, that would have been pretty bad. Oh, poor Miller. There's nowhere to go. He kind of did the same thing.
It's almost like the AI reacted to the slow lap car up high. I don't know why it would do that, but...
Well, because pimping ain't easy.
I mean, it ain't. You gotta keep it all in line, bro.
Yep. Whoa! Whoa, that was uncalled for.
Tempers flare in Martinsville.
Whoa! Oh, he wrecked another car!
Is NASCAR gonna park this fool? Also, I've seen a driver who may or may not have driven that car do that shit before. In a real race.
Alright. Dale's had a rough season,
But
finishing sub 30, but I don't know about this one, guys.
it's a good thing you backed off and hit the wall, Tim. That might have been you.
I mean, look at this. We know you've had a frustrating season, my man, but...
What happened?
I think he's going to pit road.
Oh. Hey, that looks like me in my Montreal race.
Yep, he just tried to go to pit road and got
Yeah.
demolished, and then he takes the 38 out.
Recalculating. Pit right now! Crunch.
Oh, Dale.
Well, they don't call him Captain Crunch for nothing.
This is why he is 39th in points.
Any damage I have, I'll be able to get fixed now without losing too much.
Famous last words.
Where was Scott running? Scott Jackson.
He was in 11th and John was in the top 10.
Wow. That's brutal. Well, there goes JB by.
We haven't talked about him all day.
Yeah, tune in after the race, I'm gonna show you the reimagined JB Lifesaver sphere.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, you got hit from behind there, Tony. You got hit pretty hard, I think.
Tony, are you sure damage is on?
They're on. It's just moderate and Martinsville's slow.
Yeah, it's like I don't even see the body panels bending.
If it was realistic, nobody would make it out of this race. I'm not sure, but I thought you got run over here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh, there's some damage. Get some flex tape, Tony.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Tape. Shove it up your
Here
ass.
for time.
Parker brakes. Wow, a lot of people actually caught up in that.
You know, I'm sure Jonathan will blame the MCAS system.
Who's that hit you? The 40, that hit him, the 48?
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Yeah. Butter ran at the back of Tony, and then Jonathan creamed them both. Now we're wrecking every yellow.
Oh, God. Someone's definitely getting a black flag here.
This is a weird camera to use for pit stops.
Riding on board with Alex Krauser. Why are we doing this? Because we can.
It's the visor cam. It's the visor cam.
This crew's hard at work here, even though you can't see them.
Ghost crew.
Zach's been kind of just hanging around the top 10, like flirting with it. He's either 10th or like 8th. Been pretty consistent. Lap cars line up on the inside.
Yep, and they have to pit the second time around if they're gonna pit, so that's why you didn't pit the first time. And Glenn lost a lap.
That's for Daytona. Oh, this is only Glenn's
And
third
there's
race.
Greeners plowing into Glenn at the end of pit road.
Oof.
There's a stop sign. They've all run the stop sign now.
My
Not
brake,
green flag.
my brake pedal got soft.
Have you guys seen the clip that was at one at Montreal a few years ago? The end of the pit road was closed during the race during like safety area. And a bunch of cars came to the end of the road and just plowed into each other. I think Hamilton was one of them. I think Reagan and then a couple of guys were stopped and Hamilton was plowed in.
It's funny that you say that, Tim, because I just watched that video.
Yeah, it's freaking ridiculous.
It was 2008, right?
Hope we don't watch it from a chase cam.
Is Glenn only a lap down?
Yeah, he was still on the lead lap.
Yeah, Spears, I think you're still 2.
Mhm.
Only 1.
My only hope is that, like, 5 to 10 cars just DNF. And then I'll have a salvageable day.
Well, here's a chance for the leader to pull out.
3 wide. Is that a lap car in the middle?
It's a lap car on the bottom and in the middle.
Oh, poor Miller. Poor Tim.
No, I'm good. I got to the bottom.
Gets taken out by Kevin.
Yeah, just about.
Oh, there's some contact.
Oh, man, contact in the back. It's fully shocking. I'm now fully stuck at 3 wide here and just put out on the fence, yeah.
I'm waiting for green flag pit stops, and a caution comes out like when half the field pits, so it just puts like 20 plus cars a lap down. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
What is this camera work, Tony?
I thought I saw a car come out of the pits, but I think
You're saying things.
I think it was an illusion.
I think that's the NASCAR on Fox showrunner.
Dude, coming out of the bathroom. It was probably all that weaving when there was the accident. Somebody probably weaved real low.
Lap 100 rundown, Matthew Dominique first, Matt Reboyne second, Craig Lee third, Zach Michael fourth, John Tharp fifth. Fifth.
Fifth. A fifth. I see.
Adding T's.
I like how it's just gonna be like sunset for the entire race. Like that shadow's not gonna move.
Motorsport.com reports the NASCAR Gen 7 plans could, quote, double number of manufacturers.
Okay. What is this gonna be?
We're
The
gonna bring
60s?
back Dodge.
Oldsmobile.
STP is going to go back to Plymouth, or, sorry, Richard Petty Motorsports.
Plymouth.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Plymouth is a dead brand.
And not anymore.
I mean,
Up-
I can see Dodge coming back. That
RPM is gonna fucking die. They don't even have their own race shop anymore.
So besides Dodge, what would the other 2 manufacturers be?
Probably Honda. No, I don't know.
Volkswagen stealing all my ideas.
I don't know. Something probably like Nissan or something.
Nissan.
I don't know. The problem I don't understand is with the new manufacturer push, there's not many that make a V8 motor. So,
To be fair, how many Mustangs come with a V6?
I mean, those are people buying it because they see Mustang and they're like, wow, I would never buy a non-5.0 Mustang. It'd be useless to me. Well, I bought the V6 for gas mileage.
Well,
Why the fuck are you buying a Mustang for gas
Don't
mileage?
be surprised the V6 is the only option, and the high end is just to have a super turbo on it.
Well, that's exactly what's gonna happen. It tries to make things fuel efficient. Sports cars don't need to be fuel efficient. That's why they're sports cars.
What's amazing though is that a twin turbo 6 can now generate more power than the NA V8 and way less. It'll still even way less than a turbocharged V8.
But it's only because it's lack of research, lack of innovation. I think people are just giving up on the V8 and they're starting to downsize because they're like, oh well, we've already developed this much technology for the V6s and even four cylinders. So.
I think we're honestly reaching a point where we're realizing that V8 isn't always the solution. Sometimes you take the same engine bay, put a turbo V8 V6 in there, you save a lot of weight, you get the same capital. And you can sometimes lower the CG that way and move weight around. Well, there goes Dalton's race.
I'm guessing he blew a tire.
No, it was actually, he needed to stop for that pizza.
There must be something to that. Ben's probably already eaten
I'm
like
gonna
8
point out,
minutes.
he was also in the wreck with Adam.
Was he really?
Yes.
Speaking of pizza, I'm gonna make some pizza.
Have fun with that.
I will.
Jeez, the leader's already at the back of the field.
Yeah, it seems like once they get past the lab traffic, then they maintain their own fast pace, but once they get behind it, they slow down or go high or something. I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes.
Are you just gonna leave the camera where we're most likely to see a wreck?
Yes.
This is the crank it up N.O.R.L on Twitch style.
Crank. Just look at this. The back of the field's going bananas. It's a very small gap from the leader to Glenn. I think the AI just aren't aggressive enough going to the inside of the car. It's just that little bit slower. They have to be a lot slower here for some reason. They aren't that much slower. Man, Tony's fired here in the back now.
Spears, did you see what I sent you about the Indians owner and N.O.R.L?
Oh yeah, I was laughing.
What the fuck?
So I said, like, only if they had, like, as a joke, like, only if they had a salary cap to stop that. But yeah, it's amazing. That's the worst part, is having an owner that's not willing to spend the money.
Yeah. Really, disappointing. What's disappointing is that we went through this offseason letting everybody go and not signing anybody and cutting costs down.
Well, it's like
We have the best starting rotation in baseball. All we need is a couple. We have Brad Hand as our closer. He's pretty good. All we need is another decent bullpen arm and some bats that can generate some offense aside from Lindor and Ramirez, and we're going to win the World Series. But we're not going to put our money anywhere near that because we would rather spend our time not spending money on the team and complain that attendance is low. Maybe if the owner supported the team, the fans would too.
Well, I mean, you could be the Rays and have only a $55 million payroll, which in this age is absolutely... Huh? Yeah.
Rays and A's, yeah, there's a common theme there.
A's are somewhat higher now, but, like, even the Royals
Yeah.
are super cheap. $92 million, it's like,
I mean, all of the AL Central teams are pretty cheap just because of the markets they're in. Cleveland's not a big market compared to, like, LA and New York, Boston.
No.
What the hell camera is this?
This is the Tony went to get pizza, so let's watch where the cars keep hitting the wall camera.
10-4. Alright, so we brought home 6 at Mexico, despite our gearbox psychotic break. They went back to normal after about 2 laps, just in time to drop me from 4th to like 8th.
Yeah, dude, in 60 with rain, it was just like, I would dust the AI. Wasn't even a challenge.
Yeah, I've had that. Although it's not as bad, at least. That or I'm just not as
Well,
bad.
like, the crazy thing that happens is, like, it'll rain, and it's pouring rain, and I'm going through, and the race is almost over, and it starts drying up, and I'm like, oh shit, I need to put dries on now. And then when I do that, I I'm leading, dominating, and then I go and put the drives back on, and then I end up finishing like 3rd or 4th. It's like shit.
Sounds like you're waiting too long.
Yeah, I waited too long on one of them, and the other one I just got absolutely destroyed. They're just so much faster, but in the rain you can tell that they're just, I don't know what it is, but in the rain the AI is garbage. They'll absolutely demolish each other too.
Yeah. Well, the AI is even kind of stupid.
Is it still bad at the starts?
I mean, they're just kind of all over the place. I've had guys just force me off the road and just swerve back and forth. And not really swerve, like twitch. So they would twitch and I'd react and I'd like end up diving into the grass. Like, well, what the hell?
Just like Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah, it's so touchy. Definitely one of the series I respect, but I would never drive in. I just don't think I would enjoy F1.
There's a lot of lap cars between the leader and second.
Yeah, well look at the timing, I mean,
They closed it up a little bit. It was nearly 5 seconds. He's kind of stalled out trying to get through the group he's in. Like, yeah, he didn't get Jim that lap. He was inside of him all too and didn't get him.
I've been riding Glenn's bumper for almost 20 laps and I haven't even tried to pass him.
Yeah, I almost think that there's a follow distance settings you can set that maybe one of those was running back at 0.05, maybe people passes. Because they're just a little too conservative. You need to be way faster than somebody to get it, it seems like.
Yeah,
Or have them for some reason slide high like some of these guys are doing. And like I said earlier, when they start running between lap cars, what it's going to take is somebody further up the chain and push the outside people railroad by the little pack for the leader to get below.
God, if this was real life, running up high like some of them are doing, they're just stuffing it in the corner and coming out real wide. Your tires would be so screwed from all the marbles.
Your car would be so screwed. You'd have no brakes, you'd have no tires, you'd have no anything.
It would handle like shit for a couple laps after you did that too. A couple, maybe even like 10 to 15.
Look at how bad they held up some of these late lap cars. So there's a huge gap now between second and third, and a small one from third and fourth.
Yeah.
If you ever get some of these lap cars, look at this. The leader's getting past now. He got pushed up high.
Damn, Zach made it up to 5th.
5th?
Slowly,
Sucks.
slowly but surely climbing the ladder.
Back Tony has gotten stuck.
Yeah.
You get an idea what tires were. Look at how quick Dalton was. He got through a group and drove away from him.
Well, like the whole field is drifting around each corner, so I'm sure the tires are just,
Screaming in agony.
yeah. Look when you're running on like Talladega squeeze.
Oh god.
Tires are like
Dover
500
jump.
degrees. Yeah, Dover
You're
jump.
getting past.
Yeah, Talladega squeeze was the worst. I would literally just be coasting through the corners trying not to explode a tire.
That's what makes that so much fun.
On top of, you know,
the
squeeze.
We did fake Indy that ended up with a wrong I&I, where the tire heat was like 5. I think Walt blew 4 tires.
Wow. God.
Everybody else was melting it, but they weren't blowing up. The next time we went there, it was lowered to a real number.
Davis used to have really absurd tire temperatures, and it was like you're too much wheel input. Or when it was open setups.
Cars got around you. How do you feel?
Yeah, you know, I feel great. Everything's great. Go ahead and pick my nose now. But we have a car that leads over 400 laps today.
I'm not sure that's possible because I think in the first 100 laps, somebody was not leading now on enough laps that this guy can't lead 400. But
That's why I was curious, because I think you led 20-ish or 30. And then Alex led a couple, like 20.
yeah, Walt and Glenn seem to be pretty slow. Well, there's Stack Track Walt.
There's now been 30 laps since Tony left.
What do you think the fuel range is on those like 125 laps? Oh, I'm asking if I call Craig.
We should have gone to the pit lane 1 camera, which I think is stationed up high in turn 2.
It's not. We checked that earlier.
Oh.
If it had been, that would have been the perfect camera.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what you could do is go to like TV1 or TV2 or something, and then when the camera gets to an angle you want, like a wide shot or something, you can just hit none.
Exactly what he's done.
I think there's got to be a better angle.
Yeah, Tim, I don't know about the fuel mileage because I think they are going a little bit faster, but it should be right around where it would normally be. It's just, will the tires hang on that long, though?
Well, think about the AI. In a lot of cases, they'll pick their tire before they pick the fuel. So if you don't get some of those parameters right, they'll just start running out of fuel because they'll get their tires behind.
Oh, I will say the AI did go full retard one time on me. It like started raining midway through the race, but it wasn't like rainy enough where you had to go to wet tires. But
Oh yeah, that's when it goes bad.
Well, 5 guys got disqualified because they never pitted.
Yep.
I'm like, what? It was like disqualified, disqualified, disqualified. I'm like, well, fuck you then. They didn't want to pit. Still better than 2003's AI.
Yes. Yeah, I ran half the season on 16, and I just never finished. But I had 3 podiums, and each of them came in a rain race, and the rest of my finishes were in like 15th, 17th, 19th. I mean, I was driving a Manor, so of course.
What AI difficulty were you playing on?
What is the one above? I think it was like hard. Yeah.
I don't
I don't remember
if
the.
16 had like easy, medium, hard, but this one has like the percentage you set it at.
Oh yeah, this one was like. It's like it goes like ultra, legend, hard, medium. I don't know. I think it was hard.
I'm on 85%. I started at 80, which is what I played last year's on, and that seemed a little easy. I won China, clear weather, which is really fast for some reason, and then kind of sucked. France was the race where it started raining, so it wasn't really a rain race. It was just kind of a middle. My other 2 wins, I think, were just regular weather.
Yeah, I think from what I was reading now that, and I don't know if you've encountered this yet, but in the current career mode now, if you update your cars and use attributes, like a rule change can come out.
Yes.
And completely reset it all.
I actually just had one come up, and it was like rule change, da 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 da. I'm like, oh well, fuck. So I went into my thing, and apparently there's a rule change for the power unit next year, and it invalidated all of my upgrades. But I could use resource points to adapt the card to the new rule change, and therefore keep it. And whenever I adapt, I keep. Now I'm on the strategy of where I'm just buying all of the discounts and failure chance upgrades. I'm not actually upgrading the car, like hardly at all. So I had 2 upgrades I had to adapt, so it was no big deal for me. But down the road, if I'm like, have an entire tree filled with like aerodynamic upgrades and they're all invalidated, I'm like gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Because you have to kind of like, essentially you have to buy it back. but it's at
Well,
like a super discounted price.
Yeah, I mean, it adds an element to keep the career mode somewhat enjoyable
So
in
you
a way.
can't max out your car after like 2 or 3 seasons and then just dominate.
Well, that's
the
what
other
would
4.
happen in 16. I know, like, people were saying after 4 seasons, almost all the manufacturers would be maxed out. It'd just be weird.
Contract negotiation's kind of cool too.
Yeah, one of the last races I did, I signed a high-ass contract mid-season. I should have just stayed with Manor, but I was like, oh, whatever, I'll do it.
It's weird how they give you contract negotiations every 4 races.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, I mean the career mode isn't that much different than 17's, but still fun.
Miller hit the wall. Cars had to a pit. Started looking more spaced out. Maybe they didn't. That was weird.
You're hitting the guys that start hitting the wall a lot.
Well, there's a huge gap here.
That gap was there before. That gap was there because Wall is holding everybody up.
Oh, okay.
Wall got lapped and fell off the back.
Yeah, like I saw that huge gap and I was like, did people pit? Then they all came rolling back around. And huge gap. I finally passed Glenn. Good news is I'm only 1 lap down now. Because I think I've stayed in front of you guys the entire time.
You are still 2 down. The back of the field, that car up high that just went by, that's the leader.
Okay, I see, yeah.
Whoa. No Man's Sky is getting a VR mode on PlayStation? Alright, I'm buying it. Awesome.
The gap is so large now. It's like the actual cup race that I think midway through the race, it was like this. There's like a 6-second lead Brad had.
I just sent you a link to PlayStation is doing a State of Play, which is like Nintendo Direct, essentially. So I'm interested to see what they talk about.
Battle Royale games are everywhere.
I know. Can't wait for F1 2019 Battle Royale mode. Even though that's like essentially...
Monaco.
Yeah. Even though Battle Royale is like the race. Maybe we'll just get in F1 cars and drive around the track and shoot at each other. That'd be fun. Be like the old NASCAR games, like the paintball mode.
Yeah, I really hated Fortnite, but Apex isn't as bad. It's still a battle royale game, so it's like if you're not interested in playing, then obviously you're gonna hate it. But
Yeah,
it's a good game to play with the group of people.
There were a couple guys that were talking about it.
If one car on the lead lap got through those lap cars, they'd be right up there on the leader in like 2 laps.
I'm like pulling away from Glenn.
Yeah, we can't get around the lap. I don't know why you can't get around Walt. Walt is really... He lost 5 seconds in like 10 laps.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like, what you're saying is that the AI is just not aggressive enough trying to pass.
They're too robotic.
The leader is not succeeding in advancing through traffic. Okay, now let's pass you. How did that happen? Weren't you ahead of them?
Yeah, I was way ahead. I saw I ran wide there. But tire didn't go down.
That might be what the rest of the field needs to get around you, though.
Has anything interesting happened?
A few cars have pushed the wall. The leader's checked out because nobody can get around Walt or Glenn or Spears.
No one can pass. Like, no one's being aggressive.
Well, and yeah, even the leader can't make any progress through these lap cars. He's been stalled out here and been passed by these guys 2 or 3 times. Just the follow-up is there. When somebody pits and comes back out, they're going to be way quicker than that. Like, Dalton made some hay real quick right after he pitted, and now he's just as bad as everybody else, but he hit pretty quick.
We should be approaching some green flag stops here shortly. Because we've been green almost 100 laps.
Are we going to get Glenn?
Have we ever had green flag pit stops at Martinsville?
In the real world, yes.
I just feel like that's something that never happened. Same with Bristol.
In,
Especially with these stupid ass fucking stages.
I don't think I've ever seen it since it went to one pit road at Martinsville.
in 1999, I know what happened, because that was when Kenny Irwin and Tony Stewart kept wrecking each other.
Yeah, Kenny Irwin's a bitch.
And one happened right as green flag pit stops happened.
Listen, Kenny Irwin was an idiot, even though Tony Stewart was too.
If you can get through these lap cars like it looks like he's about to, we actually might get a race completed. My problem is nobody can follow him through the lap.
Damn, Zach's up to 3rd. Woo!
Yeah, he shuffled me instead of letting me pass the leg.
Oh, fuck you. I don't care about your feelings.
4th through 10th is only 2 seconds in between.
I'm not even watching.
Oh, Zach, you blew up.
Aw, shit. Well, that I'm just gonna kill myself now.
Oh, that's the Zach Miller engine right there. And he runs wide.
The ZMI engines, you know?
Wow.
Fucking piece of shit.
What is Craig doing? Drive away from Steven Spears.
It's so hard to not read the car and mess up.
And now Zach's gonna go to the back because he's stuck outside of a lap car.
Yep, you guys caught up. Hello, Alex.
Oh, I might give Zach a chance because I'm trying to pass him. Trying to choke on the sesame seed apparently.
I thought Zach was gonna totally hook Adam there. Going near the corner. Tex is a lap down, right? Yes.
Yeah, he made a pit stop with Kevin and you early on.
He's gotta be if he's not on the scoring pile. He actually looks kind of slow to it. Now he's getting shuffled, he's going back quick.
Why am I racing the second place car so much?
Because you're a fool.
What?
If he can get around Walt, he will
Oh,
be
God.
the leader quick. Glenn, yeah, there's 4 lap cars up there at the front still.
Now me and Glenn are
There's
side by
3
side.
lap cars between
Wow.
second and third.
So now PSVR is getting a Five Nights at Freddy's VR game.
So you can shit your pants in VR.
Yes.
Where?
I'm really surprised.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I'm really surprised no one's come onto this chat yet. They're like, "Where's Madden?"
I was promised Madden.
Where am I? I haven't seen me the whole race.
You're stuck in the back of the field because of your damage.
Yeah, you're like mid-back.
You can't pass anybody.
There must be something to that.
This is like watching an old aero package race at a mile and a half, or a new aero package race at a mile and a half, or just a race at a mile and a half that is an Indy car.
The only difference is there is a lot of passing because the cars freak out in traffic.
Except they've been running pretty single file in the mid-pack for a while.
In 2021, a massive helium-filled airship is expected to take flight over central China. Production should start in 2022 and could result in dozens of giant ships, each twice as long as a Boeing 747, floating around the world.
You know what's
What?
amazing? We figured out in the 40s that
That's a bad
liquid
idea.
air was not the future. We figured that out. It wasn't as efficient. It wasn't as safe.
So, you know,
Fast.
8 decades after the Hindenburg, we're just gonna throw everybody up in helium-filled balloons again and call it good.
I mean, to be fair, helium's not flammable, but it's not an efficient method of travel. It's not any quicker than just taking a ship. There's got to be green flight pit stops coming here soon. When was
Yeah.
that yellow? Like lap 70?
We went back green at 90 something, I think. Tony left to eat at
So
111.
We probably got 30 laps before we see pit stops now.
It was lap 87. I think they can make like 120 or 130 laps.
So
We're gonna
the
have
thing is,
a-
we finally got shuffled a bit out of the lead group. The problem is Glenn, Alex, and Adam and Walt are still up there slowing everybody down.
Yeah, I'm finally falling off hard.
The lap 190 rundown. Matthew Dominique the leader. Craig Lee second. Zach Michael third. Tim McDonald fourth. Alex Krapser in the 5th position. Points leader Rick Jackson is in 11th. And pole sitter Ryan Hoyser 12th.
Other notables.
Other notables, Ken Pettit having a terrible but normal Martinsville day for him in 20th. Russ Charneski, the mean man, 19th.
So that's Walt.
That's true.
Why was he
actually.
called Mean Man? He was not that mean.
Walt's nickname.
He was
It's like it's like Rob's nickname being Mountain Mad Dog. I'm like, I don't think either of those words. I mean, maybe Mountain, but I don't. That doesn't sound like Rob to me.
Unlike JB's nickname of Short Bus.
Well, that suits him perfectly. Or Tony's nickname of Tony Pizarro. I mean, like,
And
that's.
hey, we call him the Squirrel.
Surprised he hasn't overdosed on Tide Pods yet.
Overdose implies that there is a safe dosage. Oh lord. Oh lord.
You were trying to go 3 wide there.
We thought about it and we decided we didn't want to die.
You decided you didn't want to die. You're the
Oh.
one that let off.
Tony wasn't here last night. Did you hear the news, Tony? The great, wonderful news.
Rob
Gronkowski
Gronkowski.
is dead.
has died, yes, of a Tide Pods overdose.
It's a shame because he's still, I think he's still a top 5 tight end if you account blocking.
Yes.
JB was like, oh, no way to do that. I'm like, because he realizes the damage he's doing to his body and decides he wants to maybe make it to 65.
Well, because he gets hurt every 5 minutes.
Tony, the guy is easily still the best tight end in the NFL. In the top 5 for sure. I think he's top 3.
I
at
would
least.
say debatably top 5, but I don't think he's number 1 at all.
Well, he's not a top 5 tight end anymore. He's retired.
Oh, look.
That's a good
there
point.
goes There goes Glenn.
Like, if he was still playing, I still think he's number 3.
Look at how much quicker Craig is down the straightaway than Glenn. And he can't get away from him.
What's happened is that we're in an era of good tight ends right now. We've kind of landed in this weird,
Yeah, even Jared Cook looks super elite right now.
yeah, in this like
God.
weird pot where it's like, wow, all these guys look really good. You could tell the transition is definitely to a guy who can catch. Just look at Eric Ebron. I mean, that dude had a hell of a season.
I mean, tight ends are really becoming more of a wide receiver in some offenses.
Yeah, they're just a slow wide receiver.
The big down the field threat, end zone threat. Like, oh yeah, you got the 6'6" tight end. Yeah, let's just chuck it up to him. He'll go get it.
Well, we're almost to lap 200. The leader's, what, 6 seconds ahead, Tony?
I respect him for retiring just because that the last 3 years he's debated on it.
Now here's the real question. When is Jimmy Johnson retiring?
This year.
He's not making it another year. There's no way.
Not unless all of a sudden he comes alive here at some point in the
Isn't it?
season.
I think he said his contract is up either this year or next year.
I'm literally about to bench him on our fantasy team and start Austin Dillon over him.
Jesus Christ, don't do it, Spears.
Don't do it!
Spears, did you look at the fantasy points?
Yes, I did. Austin Dillon he's been good this year. Like, if he just finished where he was starting, he'd be fine. He's fast. I hate Austin Dillon, but it's like, I can't deny that he's running better than...
It was you, right? That second, third in the IndyCar race and then tanked in NASCAR.
Yeah, I was really frustrated. Well, Eric Jones, I was like, way to let me down there, Eric.
That was a fluke, though.
Yeah, it was.
To be fair, I have Ryan Newman. I expected the Newman to finish match like. Tony, how long are we going to watch Glenn and Craig just not be able to pass each other?
I think the real story of the race, and I think why people were so angry in saying that it wasn't a good race, is because only 3 cars wrecked out. And they didn't even really wreck out.
I'll be honest, I think the current format actually puts less emphasis on racing hard until playoff. You come back and have the same race at the end of the season, people are going to get punted left, right, and center. Nobody sees any incentive now because the win really doesn't do you much.
Well, then you have the stages, so you know there's a pit stop coming up.
Punt the guy for second, it does you no good.
That's why we don't see strategy anymore. Besides a couple things here and there. As George W. Bush would say, we need more strategery.
Finally passed him. Now Tony's giving us a great shot up the wall.
The traditional July 4th celebration at Daytona could be moved later into the summer, potentially making it the regular season finale. What? Wait a minute.
So we've taken Dega away from...
That was one of like 4 races I said I didn't want moved. The Daytona 500, the July 4th Daytona race, Southern 500, and yeah. Those are the only 4 races I said don't move. Everything else, do whatever the fuck you want with it. I don't care.
So I have an idea. So we add a 3rd race at Daytona. Is the golf race and we run the road course.
No, we move Talladega out of the playoff and make it the last race of the regular season.
Isn't the whole reason they made Talladega...
I mean, Talladega used to be in July anyway.
Didn't they move Talladega from being an elimination race because they were worried they were going to fucking kill somebody?
I mean, they swapped it with Kansas. Ooh, they moved it up or moved it back or up, however you want to look at it. They swapped it with Kansas. They moved it 1 race back.
Okay, so...
Then instead made Kansas an elimination race, which, was just such a great, fantastic race yesterday.
I don't know what's happening here anymore. This is looking dumb. The leader's 8 seconds ahead. Nobody can pass the lap cars. The lap cars got away from Craig. Granted, that probably is because he took, 10 laps to get past like one.
I mean, this is the race from yesterday. This is how good Brad was yesterday.
And then Zach goes up and passes Craig in like 2 quarters.
Alright, well, it's been 100 laps since Tony went 8, so we should definitely see them pitting here shortly.
The leader's just mired in this traffic. He's finally starting to put guys a lap down. Again.
Watch, we're gonna have a wreck again.
Tony, you're like 4 cars from going a lap down.
That sounds like about 150 laps the way it's going. But yeah, me and Dave are way, way back.
This is not good.
If Dalton can't clear and get down here, he's going to be going down like quick. There he is. I mean, it's going to pretty soon be to the point where if you get shuffled at the front of the field, you're going to lose your lap.
Michael's
The front of the field will be in the back of the field.
Michael's been on the verge of going a lap down for about 180 laps now.
Everybody back here is on the verge of going a lap down for 40 laps. It's the 25 you're going to get through them all. Dalton's going to lose a lap for sure, you're right. Nobody powered above the water. Oh, Tony, don't get stuck on the high side. That's how you lose your lap.
I think I'm having handling problems from the damage.
I think you're just stuck back here and can't get through these guys.
Isn't that what ARCA guys say when they start the part? I got handling issues.
There's too many midfield cars in this field.
Who is the 25?
Matthew Dominique.
Oh. Oh, you mean the one with Alpine Star as his logo number fucking thing? Yeah.
Tony's about to lose a lap.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
Well, Tony, in honor of losing a lap, it's Elton John time.
Oh!
Play it, Steve.
His name is Spears, Tony?
No, we're still not at that one.
I gotta think of a better way to play it. How do you set up TeamSpeak to play through your...
I don't know.
I use your stereo mix as your...
I don't have a stereo mix anymore.
The leader now has a 9-second lead because he's now advancing through the traffic and nobody can pass Walter One apparently. Oh, pit stops!
Points leader and the pole sitter are in, Rick Jackson and Ryan.
Can you like stop and start finish for no particular reason? This might actually mix up the field and get people around some of the really slow cars, because when you come out after the pit stop, if you come out with a little bit of clean track, you can make some hay. Well, this is a good view to watch this one.
Someone's gonna get wrecked here because they're gonna go from top to bottom trying to pit.
The leader's in.
Did Craig finally get around Walt?
Whoa.
There's a yellow.
Yep, there's a yellow.
That's not good. What was the yellow for?
I just see the pace car going by the pitters, and I'm like, what?
I guarantee it's because someone went from top to bottom and got spun like the last time.
Now, unfortunately, I think everybody got around the lap car, so I don't think anybody got their lap back from that.
No.
Well, there goes Kevin around.
Well, let's see what the cause of the caution was.
I guarantee somebody cut down. Tony, I don't know what you're trying to do with the camera.
There it is.
I had a feeling it was somebody trying to come out of the pits or go into the pits.
So that was the leader when he got spun too, and somebody went into the pits after they closed. Craig.
Oh, Miller's up in the wall too, for no reason.
And the crazy part is Matthew Dominique might have been a lap down now.
He might have stayed on the lead lap because that yellow came out as you went by it.
And they all pile up in the corner.
So Walt is going an extra lap down. Rick and Ryan should be even deeper back, so that's tough for the points leader. Kevin pitted, but he was already like 4 laps down.
Yeah, he was already fucked. I think Spears gets a spot from that though.
I didn't pit yet, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you're doing your stop under yellow. I don't think you gained anything other than some spots when other people got screwed.
Yeah. Yep, just coming down. Look at Zach.
I think Craig was trying to come in.
Zach got so lucky.
I don't know, he came into the pits.
Were the pits open when he came in?
Let's see.
There.
No caution, so they're still open.
The lights were on when he hit the line. The pit might have been closed. But I don't know if the game will actually penalize AI for that.
Back it up to the entrance. You can see the...
When he hits the yellow line at the commit com, the lights are flashing on.
There's not really a pit indicator for the lights.
Well,
they're flashing. Yeah.
Yeah, the yellow's out.
Oh man.
We'll see how NASCAR rules on that one. I think they should park the 44, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like right as it gets to the line, you're right, Tim. It just...
Which one?
One in turn 3, you can see the lights come on.
I think Zach stayed on the lead lap because he's ahead of the pace car and John Tharp.
Because they do have to race back, so...
But I'll go lap down when I start that penalty.
Would have been that lap, so if he was already in the pits, he stayed on the lead lap. Now, whether or not it will penalize them for pitting in a closed pit, I don't know.
Well,
Well,
yeah, they will.
we're
except
gonna
for that
find
in
out.
Atlanta. I'm gonna peel off to pit road when we go green. Probably cause another wreck.
I love how the AI fight program correctly sort of do that shimmy into the stall.
Wow, that caution came at the worst time.
Yes.
Tony, I think you ended up back on the lead lap because the leader had already pitted, so
Yeah, that's
kind of worked out for you.
That's a good point. I think a lot of people got back on the lead lap. It actually,
I don't think a lot. I think the people who had been lapped by the leader had anybody that was a lap down on the last restart is still a lap down. Because I don't think any of them got around the leaders.
according to the scoring, other than Ryan and Rick, who's back on the lead lap, but ahead of the leader, it looks like Ryan was the only one that got truly screwed by it, at least as far as laps are concerned. And then Rick.
Where did Matt end up in the running order though after that? Is he the leader again because he'd already pitted?
Yeah. Him. So Matt and Zach are back to first and second still.
And green.
Alright, lap 224.
Ryan will probably be okay on the next yellow because he's starting on first car on the inside with a whole bunch of slow cars behind him. He'll try to run to the back of the field and be passing people for positions.
The problem is he's technically 2 laps down.
Oh, well then he's fine. He'll get one of those back, I'm sure, in the next caution.
Alright, now's where we watch to see if Zach has to serve a penalty.
Oh, good. Interlagos. It's gonna rain.
Well, we'll go 3 wide. That's gonna work out for us, right?
Oh, it did.
I mean, I don't think I could pit even if I wanted to, but then again, I don't think the AI is smart enough.
Didn't duck off there, so...
Well, Kevin's about to crash into me.
Kevin would have served one with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin, let's go to pit road together.
Zach
All
Michael
right.
takes the lead.
Moment of truth.
Whoever can get through these lap cars first is going to drive out to an 8-second lead. That's what's going to happen here.
I think.
Ah, Zach, you're good.
I think there's
Yeah.
too many lap cars.
This is stupid. Oh my god, it is pouring rain. Well,
It's pouring
speaking
lap cars.
of rain, yes, there's more lap cars than there are raindrops. Alright, well,
Should JB up in 10?
Yep.
Wow. It's kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, I think
No.
that sequence may have shuffled a lot of cars around.
And it's gone. It's back in 11th.
I mean, they're like 3 wide back there, so...
if I didn't know it was gonna rain, got a 5-place grid penalty for putting a new component on. Qualified on softs so that I could start the race on softs, go to super softs at the end and blow past everybody. But now it's raining and we're gonna run intermediates the whole race. So that strategy, not only was that strategy fucked, I fucked myself even harder because I qualified 13th with softs. But everybody else was running super softs. And I had to gearbox.
Has it been declared a wet race, or is this strategy just recommending you take pictures?
It's a wet race, it's pouring rain.
Okay.
There's no doubt about that.
Now, I remember in the early Masters Level games, it was actually a glitch that when it was raining, you were faster on the super soft than the wets.
God.
Interesting.
So it wants me to
It
run.
also lets you kind of exploit a thing where I think if it's not prohibiting you from starting the race on wets, so you can grid on wets, hit at the end of the first lap, take whatever the softest tire was, and you didn't have to pit again. Because you would technically use the wet tire. If you use the wet tire, the requirement to use the others is out, which you're not supposed to be able to start on wets unless it's raining.
If
But it's a light splash or something.
if it's a rain race, I don't have to pit, do I?
If you use intermediates with wet tires, the requirement to use the other two is off the table. You no longer have
Because the recommended strategy is to pit it halfway and put new intermediates on. But I think I might run the whole race on the same set of intermediates.
You might burn them up, especially when it stops raining.
You're gonna burn them up. I tried to do
Yeah.
that before and they were toasted. I mean, you could try to manage it and see, but
But my
I
thing is,
didn't make it.
the projected race time says plus 3.7 seconds. I guarantee that I'm going to be able to outrun that plus the time it takes for a pit stop.
Yeah, I mean,
Compared to everybody else, rather.
if intermediates burn up, then the pit delta will be easily eaten up. 20 to 30 seconds you save by not pitting will be eaten up if you run off the edge, especially on the rear, because they just really go.
Well, the other thing too is that I'm going to be starting in the back, so I'm not going to be pushing very hard at the beginning. Once they're out of my way and pitted, or I can get past them, then
Just
I'll start
manage
pushing.
the wear if you can, but knowing from me trying it before, I don't know if you're gonna be able to make it.
The worst thing that honestly can happen to you is the weather conditions will lead you to change, and it becomes necessary to pit, but just really destroy your strategy. If it picks up rain, or it lets up and the track starts to dry, your strategy's toast. You're gonna
Well, the weather showed rain all the way through the race, so I think I'm going to push my scheduled pit stop back a few laps. Instead of halfway, I'll push it back to like lap 12 of 18. And then see where we're at.
halfway, monsoon needs full wets.
Right, now I'm going to put full wets on. Well, this ought to be entertaining. Let's see what happens. Surprised I didn't recommend going on full wets for this race.
Matthew's getting some pressure again.
Oh my god, I can't see anything.
This has got to be Alan's best running, isn't it?
Oh my god, the AI is so slow.
Yep.
Wow. Well, that changes the strategy. Maybe pitting after all. Still getting toasted on the straightaways. though.
Just watch the weather. If it starts drying up, you can react quickly.
Uh-oh. Raikkonen's off. That's unfortunate. Just went off into turn 1 and died. But we're up to second now.
I think he hates it for his guys.
That's it. That'll be his 5th DNF of the season.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's
How
been-
many
been
laps
a
are
bad
there?
year. 18.
Oh man. Oh
Just running-
man.
I'm just running quarter distance races.
Gotcha.
I wish I could run like 30%, but it's either 25 or 50, and like 40 laps just didn't seem appealing to me.
Yeah, I was running 50 and it was horrible.
Yeah.
It's a lot for a controller.
Well, especially because the practice programs take just as long as the race.
Yes.
We're looking at gearbox wear. Yep, I'm aware. Fucking exploded at Mexico.
I feel like I'm watching Chase Elliott chase Brad from yesterday. That's how this is going so far with Zach and Michael. Or Matthew.
The coke's getting bigger.
I'm noticing that Alan is slowly creeping up on me.
And like his best finish of the season, if it were to end now. By like a long shot, I'm sure.
Oh, there it is. Hey, look, it's Glenn holding players again.
Rick and Ryan are gone.
Oh, they've taken everybody ahead of them and they want to catch them back to the field, which is what they'll do. Because Glenn is just so slow right now. Whatever lead lap car gets around Glenn first is going to lead for 100 laps.
We've lost 5th gear.
Oh.
Didn't want that.
We'll be alright. They'll come back later in the race.
He's still in second.
Yeah.
He'll come back, but it'll be where third is supposed to be.
Yeah, oh god. Gearbox would totally go apeshit at that point.
I'm toasted. My potter plant. Oh dear, on the gearbox.
I don't know what you're referencing, but I'll roll with it.
When you guys go to races, who's the one driver you love to listen to on the radio on a scanner?
I mean, I just listen to my favorite driver, really. So it would be Brad now.
I
Listen
scan
to
them
him.
all, and I prioritize. I like all the SHR guys, but I think when he was still driving, by far and away, my favorite guy to listen to at Sonoma was AJ Allmendinger, because
God.
by about lap 15, he would just lose his shit.
Oh, 5th gear's back. Okay. It was interesting to listen to Brad's radio when I went to Daytona until he crashed, and then I went to Kurt's. But it was kind of interesting to hear his spotter, Joey Meyer, was really good. He was giving a lot of information. I think I have a headset that'll plug into one now, I think. But I'm pretty sure at some point before I go to my next race, I'm just going to buy a scanner. Because I once I rented one for the first time when I went to Indy, I think. It above and beyond made the race more enjoyable for me.
Yes.
And the one thing that was nice that I haven't been able to do at any other track is Indy let me listen to the NBC broadcast, which, as much as I hate Rick Allen, was like ultra cool because it was like, oh, I'm hearing everything that's going around this huge ass racetrack that I can only see one turn of.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. At Sonoma, we're stuck with the PRN guys.
Yeah, I mean the radio guys aren't bad, but I just can't hear them.
Alright, there you go. There goes our...
The rain, Bobby Hill. Wow. Ooh. Well, I just went to pass Vettel and he like swerved over and blocked me into the corner. I'm like, well, that's frustrating and cool at the same time. Oh god, I'm still getting toasted on the straightaways. I have no straightaway speed in this piece of shit car.
GP2 Honda.
Yes, GP.5 with like no gearbox.
Tony, did you still have to split the replays, or did you get that figured out?
Martinsville, for some reason, it did the whole replay. Probably because there's less track.
Oh god, the engine will be down, showing some slight wear. Well, listen. I gotta go this fast.
Tim, how did you get back in 17?
Do what?
How did you fall back so much? Was that because of the caution?
I think the caution came out in the pit stop. Like, just ended up in the middle of the field on the outside. I'm sure it showed.
It probably took them longer to get on the bottom from the lap traffic than others.
Oh, I bet it did. Traffic's horrible. It's just they're so quick. And and no one's aggressive, so they're just like, oh, right behind them.
Track is drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the track.
As soon as there's even a hint of a dry line, you can start thinking about the limbs, truck tires.
That's also kind of why I pushed my pit stop back further, because I was waiting to see if the weather was going to change at this point. We're 7 laps in. We're pulling away from Vettel now. We're leading.
It's a giraffe!
So that clip reminded me. You guys heard about the town in Tennessee in 1916 that lynched an elephant?
Yeah.
We shouldn't have been shitting there.
You had to think about one of them.
I mean, it did kill a man.
Was it Tennessee where they like hung the elephant?
Yeah, with a rear
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It was
Like-
Kingsport.
Like you could have just fucking shot it or something? I mean,
They shot it 5 times to no effect.
well, yeah, it's an elephant.
Oh my god. Elephant's like, you can't kill me.
Your bullets are useless, fool!
Oh yeah, wait till you see this railroad crane. Dumbo ain't got nothing on this. Oh god. That's not the original.
No, that's not the right voice. Tony, have the leaders gotten by Glenn yet?
They have not even gotten by Dale yet. Dale's still fuming about the incident earlier, and he's probably...
The fumigation.
Yes. He's probably going so fast out of anger.
Anger!
What you can do, use them left brakes to the end. That's what happens when I don't use brakes. Copy. Get some data to look at. I don't care what the data says. I drive the car the best it can go, and I know how to do that. So don't question what I'm doing. Trouble! Crash! Turn 2!
Yeah, I was about to say.
I'll minimize damage here. Got a pit now. Son of a...
Oh, when that happened, I was dying. That was probably the best part of that race.
Dude, Ricky has been like a piece of shit for like the last couple of years. I don't know what happened, but he's just become an idiot.
He's
The guy wins 2 plate races and suddenly he thinks he's, you know, worthy of a cup ride.
He is performing better overall. Until that.
Him winning at Daytona last year was the closest Danica got to victory lane. Or 2 years ago.
The closest she got to victory lane was 2012 500.
13.
There was a 2013 where all she had to do was go with Junior, and
Yep.
she just stayed in her line.
Yep, she rode behind
I'm
Biffle.
gonna finish
who rode-
here.
Well, think about Greg Biffle. 2 years in a row, he rides in second place.
I know.
Like, oh, go!
Well,
Do something! Anything!
supposedly the one with Kenseth and him, Kenseth's car was just so fast because they looked at the telemetry and he was full throttle.
Alex, welcome to the Martinsville race.
Hello, I see we are dirt tracking around the corners.
Yes.
Yes.
Because it takes talent and skill to ride around in the N.O.R.L.
I think going back to Ricky, I think the highlight of Ricky's career was 2014 Dega in the fall.
Oh yeah, DNQing.
DNQing from the race.
I mean, I think Jeff Gordon almost DNQ'd too.
Yeah.
Well, he
'Cause he didn't even get the past champions provisional because I think Tony Stewart was a more recent champion than him.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
They would have found some way to put him in the race, though.
Because Allgaier and Stenhouse both DNQ'd, and it was just like, alright, those are two decently big teams.
Can I view the running order? Oh, good. Yes, I can. It doesn't give me the intervals.
I know I was saying it before, but just so you guys remember, this is Stenhouse's 7th full-time season in the Cup Series,
God damn.
and yet he's still signed through 2020. I guess Jack was like, hey, those 2 plate wins were the best thing that's ever happened to us.
Yes.
He's still their best. Well, he was their best driver until this year, or maybe he is. So, in that sense,
Yeah.
he deserved it, I suppose.
That just shows you how bad they are now. Like, looking at Ryan Newman, like, seeing how he finishes the year will give us a good gauge on where they're at. I don't care what the data says.
So what's NASCAR going to do about this 54 car?
Lynching.
What was that
The camera lost connection and then it came back.
Yeah, that was weird. So the lap 290 rundown, Matthew Dominic first, Matt Reboyne second, Alan Nesvetter third.
We're only seeing lap 288 right now.
Well, it is, I'm just rounding off. Zach Michael fourth and Jonathan Strabeck's fifth. Aaron Cummings with a very good day in sixth.
Six!
Tony Pizarro after a slow start up to 11th, and Alex Krapser has fallen off the pace in 21st position.
What about my Cincinnati?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on because your ratings are actually better than Zach's.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute.
But hey, at least
This is N4 though.
At least
Yeah,
Jack's
so?
a better race than Adam.
No,
I shouldn't say they're better. Zach has a slight better consistency because his low ratings are a little higher, but his high ratings are a little lower.
That confused the shit out of me.
The
Is it
highs
that
are lower than the
someone
lows
DNFs?
are higher.
Meanwhile, Zach Michael gets the third position because he is higher than Alan Nesvetter.
Oh, now we're doing drugs.
I pissed clean, I swear. I don't care what the report says.
Spencer Gallagher.
I don't care what the data says.
Remember the 60s songs, and if it even referenced like high, you would get banned from the radio?
When you're high, you hear marijuana come down. Down.
Was it Iron Butterfly?
That was, I think, Creed does Guns N' Roses.
That was
I see.
Creed covering Nickelback covering Guns N' Roses.
Although, to be fair, anybody sounds better than Axl Rose.
It's true. Dude, hearing him do Bohemian Rhapsody at the tribute concert was absolutely awful.
So you think you can That's
Well, like
essentially
Elton John did the first part and it was okay, and then
Try putting
Axl Rose comes out in a Raiders jersey with like a fucking doll for a microphone stand and is like with a skirt on. I'm like, what the
So
fuck?
what you do is you put some nails in a blender and you get Axl Rose's voice.
Whoa, baby! It's like what?
That your impression of JB?
That's my impression of Axl Rose.
So that's Tony's impression of JB impersonating Axl Rose singing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Whoa! Baby! Whoa! Can't do that. There we go.
Vaughn mute.
Yeah, we gotta break it up in 5-second segments so we don't get muted.
Correct.
Tony thinks we're joking.
It's a good 4-car battle right now.
I'm more impressed that in an hour, almost 2 hours in, we're almost done with the race.
We're only on lap 300, Spears.
Almost done.
Okay, we're almost done with the race. Oh, Brad, did you hear the news? The Junior King Salmon are folding.
What?
We're moving away.
We're moving.
Bakersfield.
Yeah, we're probably moving to Bakersfield.
We're
Going across
swimming
the street.
upstream.
I knew I was
Going to
gonna lose
Portland.
my game again, so I changed my name to Sacramento For Sale Call Owner.
I saw that. Sorry, Spears. But no team is a match for the Rubber Ducks this season. Go Duckies.
You guys have terrible team names.
I mean, the Akron Rubber Ducks are the AA affiliate of the Cleveland Indians, so this is the AA affiliate of the Cleveland Backers / Maryland Manson.
Not only do you guys have terrible names, they're not original either, is what you're telling me.
Well, not this one. The Cleveland Backhoes are an original name. Maryland Manson's pretty original.
I still say they should be the Cleveland River Fire.
Well, where Vettel's at right now. It's kind of scaring me.
I mean, the Boston matches are pretty original.
He's right behind you.
No, Perez and Ocon are behind me. Apparently, both of the Force Indias
That's even
are.
scarier.
Well, no, they're like 20 seconds behind me because they're both on the same strategy of we're not going to pit the whole race. Battery charge is low. Fuck off. Listen, you want me to win this fucking race? Of course the battery charge is going to be low.
I think my new team name for next season, if we play again, is going to be the Cambridge Yales.
How about the Harvard I cheated to get in because my dad's rich?
The Harvard.
The Harvard Yards.
Dude, did you see that Pete Carroll's been linked to that now?
Well, why do you think he left USC?
Exactly.
That dude had so much shit going on at USC. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna go first. Bye. You know, I only coached in arguably one of the greatest football games of all time. But, you know, okay, we're leaving. Bye.
Guys are starting to wear out.
Joe Paterno should have been head coach for the Seahawks and left.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He wouldn't have lived long enough. He'd have been dead before he signed the contract. That poor man. That's just such a sad
I
situation.
don't feel sorry for him. I'm not sure how anybody can feel sorry for him, to be honest with you.
Zach Michael go takes the lead.
I'm already winning.
Ooh, he's
We already know whoever wins is going to be whoever can get the hell around Glenn.
3 to go. Valtteri Bottas has set the fastest lap of the race.
Zach's
What I
winning and
think-
everything.
What
It's
I feel
11 seconds back to
Everything's
Esteban
gonna be in the
Ocon.
house.
Everything's coming up Haas. Let's go Haas. Kick some Haas. Why is it pronounced Haas in Britain? It's Haas in America. We're still on the same set of tires.
For 33 years,
Verstappen has a problem. He may be out of the race.
Florida State Seminoles had a one head coach, and they are now on their third, who is going to be fired. Will then proceed to be on their fourth head coach.
Oh, you mean the Pittsburgh Steelers in 5 years?
They should hire Steve Spurrier.
Who's your coach, Billy Taggart?
Yeah, he's gonna get fired, dude. There's
Didn't
no
they
way.
fire? Where's Jimbo Fisher? Texas somewhere?
Dude, he packed his bags and said, "Yeah, I ain't fucking with that team." He went to Texas A&M.
And then he went and beat LSU in 700 overtimes. Tires are actually pretty good.
Oh, that's it.
So there's 2 to go. I'm gonna finish on the set of tires. It feels fine.
What is he racing?
F1 2018 at Interlagos in a
Oh.
thunderstorm.
Hmm.
And it went horribly wrong because I qualified thinking I would start the race on softs and then go back and run super softs the second half of the race, but then it was raining and I had a grid penalty for changing a component. The AI was retarded on the first lap. It's been a weird race.
So, just as a quick TLDR of the new NASCAR qualifying rules. You must post a time in every round, or you get sent to the back, kicked out of the race, you leave it in. And once you leave your pit stop to run, you are not allowed to stop on pit road.
Good. Marcus Ericsson's out of the race.
And now he's in an Indy car.
Yeah, he's out of the series.
I wish I could have watched that qualifying just to laugh at it, because I remember seeing all the like tweets and stuff like, yep, that was the end of this qualifying format.
No, it wasn't.
Nope. Let's go back to single car runs.
Single car runs are so boring that, I mean, I'm not going to watch it.
Yellow flag.
I don't care, but you've crashed.
No, I think Marcus Ericsson is sitting at the bottom of turn. Yeah, he's just sitting out today. Way to go, buddy.
That means you win.
No, it's a local yellow, Tony. We don't have full course yellows unless somebody, like, really fucking dies.
Uh-oh.
I run the full season without a safety car.
I don't think in any of the F1 games I've ever seen the safety car.
Oh god, I've seen it a lot in 16.
Now,
It really gets fucked up.
N64 games I actually found out after I'd had a long time that red flags were a thing in that game after all the AI crashed in Monaco going up the hill and I drove over the top of them.
That sounds about right.
And I mean literally over the top of them. I was bouncing off the tops of cars.
You know, if Matt Reboyne didn't wreck out at Auto Club, or whatever happened there, probably would be sitting pretty good in the point.
Rear tires are at 58%, front tires are at 46% wear.
See, it's cheating to be able to see that during the race.
No, it's part of the data, dude.
I
Analytics.
don't have that data.
Have you done you plug in your headset and you can ask them for stuff yet?
Yeah, I do it, but I don't want to hear you guys have you hear me asking about the weather over and over. And we win. That was fun.
Yeah, but I just...
How much does the ice cream cost, guys? So that story DW was telling about Junior, that was just straight up Days of Thunder, right?
I was like so confused. I'm like, dude, is that Days of Thunder?
However, I've heard that story before, also about Junior, and I think it is something that I think Senior did make a joke with him after a race where he did hit sweater. It's like, you hit everything out there but the pace car.
I mean, Senior...
To hit the pace car.
I mean, Senior, wow, didn't even love Junior until Junior was a successful Bush driver, so...
Lewis Hamilton finished 9th.
I'm not joking! If you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast with Dale Jr., I mean, Jr. basically implies that. So yeah, it's not until I started running with DEI that me and Dad became buddies, and I'm just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I watched that whole podcast. So, Lewis Hamilton finished 9th, a Haas driver won, and 2 Force Indias rounded out the podium. What?
We have broken F1, congratulations.
That race is just, throw that race in the trash
Just
bin.
to point out, RIP Force India.
Oh yeah, Racing Point. Vettel finished 5th. So, the top 4 was me, Perez, Ocon, and Leclerc were the only 4 who didn't pit. Vettel was the first one who pitted and finished 5th.
So there's not a single new team from the late 2000s that's left in the sport?
What do you mean by that?
Well, Force India is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Force India...
Manor is
they
gone.
just have a new name. Also, a lot of these teams that you think of as new teams weren't even new teams in the first place.
But I thought Force India, I thought the whole thing about that was they're a brand new team.
No, Force India... So, here's where F1 gets stupid. For example, Toro Rosso wasn't a new team when they started as Toro Rosso. They were just a rebrand of Minardi. Force India, I'm trying to remember who they bought out of it with Spiker. I'm trying to find that pretty quickly.
Yeah, it was Spiker.
Yeah,
But
so
that's...
Spiker before that. Before Spiker was Midland. And before Midland they were Jordan. So Force India is Jordan. Jordan was started in, what, 91?
I mean, if you want to actually I mean, I wouldn't classify them as Jordan.
Except they are, it is the same team. It's been renamed and bought by about 8 different people. But it is the same team.
So you're telling me that if I went and bought Hendrick Motorsports and renamed it Steven Spears Racing, that I would still be owning Hendrick Motorsports?
Yes.
No, I wouldn't!
You buy a team and change their name is what typically happens in F1.
So BK Racing was Red Bull Racing.
Yes. If you bought the operation, not just the equipment. In F1, you buy the operation because that's how you get into the sport. You're getting the license is what they're actually buying most of the time.
Well, didn't Haas buy out, what's his face's team?
Oh, yeah.
That really shitty team? Like some foam brand?
I don't.
Marussia? Yeah. Not a foam brand, but how's it kind of brand?
Yeah, they bought Haas came from the smoking crater that was Marussia, which had been in Manor, and they've been, they were actually a new team.
Okay, so I see what you're saying now, Tim.
Yeah, like the current Renault team at one point was competing against Renault if you go back far.
Yes, I get what you're actually saying.
Yeah, it's the same thing. The Toro Rosso is minority. Toro Rosso is not a new team. Mercedes was Braun, who was Toyota, who was somebody else.
Yeah, when did Mercedes...
Honda had been BAR had been Toro.
When did Mercedes come into the sport? Wasn't that like 2010? Is that their first year?
I think it was 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mercedes is actually Toro.
So there was a rash of new teams that came in, and they're almost not... I mean, like, they're still technically there, but they're not there anymore. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's... Formula 1's gotten to a point now, because you have to have, that was bad, hurt like a bitch.
The hell did you just do?
Wedged my leg up under the chair, my foot hit the pedal that controls it going up and down, and it dropped, it bent my foot backwards.
Dog, you need a new chair. This thing's trying to kill you.
Well, hey, I thought the chair was already as low as it goes. Apparently it was as high as it goes. So I didn't think that was a thing that could happen, having my foot touching the pedal. Alright, that really hurt. I bent my toes in weird directions, so they'll be sore.
I bent my toes!
I'm trying to think, like, there was a chart at one point that would show you all the F1 teams on the chart. Let me see if I can find it.
It would be interesting to see a new team started again, but I don't know who would really drive.
How many teams is there going to be this year?
F1's already started, there's only 10 teams.
Yeah, there's 20 cars.
Okay, so it's the same. What do
This
you mean
is a
F1
chart that
started?
goes up until 2009 for you.
The season started last weekend.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, the
you
round
missed
2
Australia.
is this weekend. It's coming weekend, a week from yesterday.
How did I do in
Was it-
points?
I don't know, let me check.
I think you did terrible.
I don't remember how I did.
He did better than Kevin, but...
So-
Kevin was fucking just terrible.
So 16 was the last time that we've had 22 cars then, right?
Who went under?
What's his name, isn't racing anymore.
Tony, you did the worst. You had 31 points.
Well, you should have told me there was a race.
What?
What were you gonna do?
Who was on your bench? Tim, who did he have and who was on his bench?
His bench was Magnussen and Grosjean.
Well, then who did he start?
Anybody besides... One of his guys was dead last, so that would have helped.
Who was dead
Anybody would
last?
have done better than Sainz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in F1, Spears and I both had 7, you had 8, Kevin had 27, and Tony had 31.
So it was just bad luck because one of my guys crashed.
Well, Pierre Gasly was 11th.
Well,
Who had, sorry, Tony.
no, you're good. I didn't prioritize in Formula 1, I forgot.
Neither did Kevin.
I have like 4 guys that are all the same.
No, Kevin prioritized. He didn't realize that nobody he picked was on the team he thought they were on.
Why do you think nobody picked Raikkonen and Ricardo, dude? Wait, they're not on Red Bull and Ferrari? No. They're on Renault and
Why do you think
Sauber.
Spears picked Leclerc, you moron?
Right. Oh, look at Spears picking a fucking Sauber in round 3. Ha, what a dumbass.
There is no Sauber.
No, I'm sorry.
What is it, Alpha?
Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo. Oh yes, it is the new 3001 Beta Romeo.
Dude, that's actually really funny, Brad. Oh shit, I left my passport. Well, looks like you're not playing.
Wait, what?
Didn't he have like gone home and then got the passport and then flew up there himself?
Maybe. I don't know how sports works, because I know they had that issue with one of the Truck Series drivers didn't have their passport, and they got an expedited one somehow within 24 hours, and they made it to Mosport to run the race. But a lot of people don't realize that. They're like, when you leave the country to go race somewhere else, I mean, all
Leaving
those
the
guys
country.
have to be ready. Yeah.
Wasn't it Michael Lotion had trouble with, like, he missed the start of the IndyCar season a few years ago because he couldn't get back into the country after he went to Russia, where he was from? Oh, the co-founder of the Pasta House died.
Hey, green flag stop?
Oh my god, green flag pit stops. It's
Yeah.
time for a crash. Tony, get on board with somebody now.
Ryan just came in. The leaders are still out there. Ryan was going so fast trying to get by the leaders. Used up too much gas.
I think we're gonna see people pit here. So the leaders have been stuck behind the line. We're probably right on the side without more stops.
I didn't watch the IndyCar race.
Did they catch the back of the field even let it
Whoa.
go slow?
Whoa! Whoa!
Dale's
Whoa.
gone crazy. Dale's gone
The
crazy.
IndyCar race was half that track is just unsuitable to racing. There was some okay stuff in there, but I don't know. My biggest gripe with Coda is you really, like, as I demonstrated to Zach with an image, you could fix that track in like 5 minutes. Like those S's are cool, that last sector aside from 19 is cool, but there's a lot of really terrible corners.
I just saw who won the race, and I was like, who the hell was that?
Oh my god, Ben, why are you still in your pit?
I don't get it. You guys have heard of Brian Herta, right?
Yes.
No.
I don't follow a lot of
Tony,
stuff,
what
so
are
I
you
don't
doing
know.
with the Ben on board? He's been in his pit for 300 laps.
Well, no, I'm trying to get off of him, but he keeps going back on because everyone else is moving and he's just stopped. So when I go back, it's always him.
It's always a bad gear. Here's the unfortunate thing. If I was in this race, I would have tried to stretch it another 25 laps because then you could make it.
That's a good point. Granted, I don't know if you can make it though. Or make the initial 125 or
It's-
30.
Has it cycled through?
No, we're in the middle of the cycle.
So Zach still hasn't pitted?
Because that doesn't fit.
He stayed out for a while now.
Yeah.
Let me see where he's at.
Well, heading into our final race of the season, I have been eliminated from championship contention by 3 points. Yay. That was fun.
Damn, and a Haas?
Yeah.
It's impressive.
That 6 is really slow. He's trying to pit.
Wow.
He's out of fuel.
I think he ran out of gas there.
Yep, he's out.
No, he's speeding back up.
I think he was
Holding
running
35.
out of times.
Are we actually going to get through this cycle without a caution?
Gets the caution
Might.
right now. Zach said no, so.
Oh man, could you imagine a caution right now?
Anybody that was okay now.
Zach, it looks like he sped.
The whole field would be like a lap down. What is this
Oh,
17 doing?
oh,
You guys
what's
have to
17
swap
doing?
here.
Oh no, this is about to get ugly. About to get ugly. This is gonna get ugly.
No!
Oh!
You totally would have missed your spot and
Wow!
Look at those. Look at that pit entry skill to like go forwards and back like that.
You hit reverse at the perfect time.
I am all about skill.
I think something actually did happen to Bill because he's still in his pits.
Fuck him. Alright, we are on to our last event of the season at Yaz Arena.
Yas Arena, not Yas.
Yes. Yes, we
Doing
can.
the pit road.
That's just where I saw it. Zach, you lost a bunch of spots on that side.
Well, yeah, because I had to stop and back up into my pit stop.
He's still
I
fourth.
think it's because you stayed out too late because they were on their tires.
I don't care.
Track. You should care more. Well, look, it's Rob.
It's the same.
Who's Kevin?
It's the same
Kevin's
4
better than
cars.
me.
It's just a different order now.
Yeah, but he's now 5 car lengths back. He was leading by 2 car lengths.
what the hell is Matt? If he wins this race,
If Alan wins this race, I'll be shocked.
Alan hasn't won since Pocono of 2016.
well, that's what I was saying. That this is easily his best run of the season. I think every other race I've watched, he's been back in the 30s.
Matt Remoyne.
Let's revel in the miracle. We made it through a sequence of green flag. That's nice.
Yeah, actually.
Matt Remoyne won the spring race at Bristol last year. Matthew Dominique won 2 races last year. Zach Michael won at Atlanta.
Kevin really doesn't want to lose his lap.
Alright, so it's not going to rain at Abu Dhabi.
Shocking.
I know.
Oh, it's really disappointing.
Not going to rain at Phoenix. It's nice that they give you the weather forecast, but I wish it would change. Like oh, it's suddenly going to rain now. Like if it's cloudy, there's a chance it could be rain. Well, it should change. I shouldn't know for sure what the weather's going to be and then strategize around that 4 sessions before it actually starts. But it's honestly kind of cool that I fucked up and didn't look at the weather for Interlagos because I didn't know it was going to rain. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
I swear in the old games it gave you a weather forecast, but it would slowly change and get more solid as you got towards that session.
No, it just tells me what the weather's going to be.
It's a shame. I remember the old games, like I would go to a race and be like, oh, there's a 40% chance of rain during qualifying, and you know, after practice 1 and go, it's now 60% chance of rain, and then you come close and be like, okay, it's raining now, but it's going to stop by the 3rd round, so make the 3rd round will be on dry tires.
What happened to me in 16? I'd run the first race I ever played and ran on that game. I practiced in the sunshine and ran the race in Australia, and it was raining. It was like, alright. Interesting.
Like Abu Dhabi.
Aaron going for 4th.
We almost ran it in an SRA race a couple times. I had it on a preliminary schedule once or twice.
Part of the reason I hate that track is they run a layout where they run every single stupid chicane that's completely unnecessary. Like, also, paved wall to wall, they could absolutely fix that track in 5 minutes with a truck and some paint.
Who's the pole sitter?
For which race?
This one.
Ryan.
because all season the pole winner has not won the race yet.
Well, looking at the tracks we mentioned, that's not necessarily surprising. We've been to Daytona, Phoenix, Talladega, and Daytona. Oh, and Rockingham, sorry.
Yeah, Rockingham was not that way at all. California was, though, and Atlanta to some extent.
Tony, what even is your season? 12th place, 41st, 1st, 42nd, 23rd.
It's a damn good thing I performed well at Rockingham.
All qualifying like 6th, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 3rd.
It's been very bad luck. I think Ryan has this like a similar qualifying than I do. It's like first, second, ninth, first or something.
What did I do?
You did not gain 3 spots on your pit cycle.
Well, yeah, because the fucking 17 doesn't know where his fucking head's at. He's been a menace since like the second lap of the season.
The 17 and the 11 are just killing everybody all season.
We need to just delete them. They need to be parked for being retarded.
And Glenn.
Oh, Glenn's just slow.
Spears, what position are you in?
I think like 39th.
Oh.
You're 40th.
It's settled.
You're only 2 laps down, though. And if you pass Bill, then you'll get 39th.
I know, it's weird. Like, no one's been knocked out of this race.
Well, Matt is.
Yeah. I mean, he's there, but he's not. That's their form of a garage area.
I guess. The fucking series is so cheap, we gotta have a garage area on pit road.
How would you like to be pitting in front of him?
God, that's how fucking Martinsville is in real life.
Oh man, guys, I hit a toolbox.
Battle for 39, go! Go!
Jesus Christ.
I think he's driving all inspired now. What a disappointing day after a 17th place finish.
You got it! You got it! And you're pulling away!
Where's JB running?
He's in 11th place.
11th.
He's been between 10th and 20th all race. Tim's finally back in the top 10.
Hey!
But a lot of surprise names. Christian Torres. No, he is in the top 10. Jonathan Scrappings. Aaron Cummings in 4th at Martinsville, of all places. It's a dream run for him. Never won a N.O.R.L. Extravaganza Series career race. Came close at Talladega twice, but has never won. Zach Michael losing more ground, back to 7th.
You sure do know a lot about races that never happened.
I just make it up right away, and I try to remember what I can.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't hear
Johnny,
that,
you remember that
streamers.
exciting race 5 years ago where somebody at Watkins Glen, they clipped one of the tire bundles and did a perfect barrel roll, landed and kept driving, just a flat right front tire?
Yes, that was John Batista before he got good.
There you go. Just make up the most ridiculous things you're gonna do. Remember that time the pace car ran out of gas and the field ran him over at Dover?
Look,
Back in 1965.
we're telling stories about JB. This guy at Sonoma wrecks himself, right? Puts himself into the tire barrier. Allegedly screams on TeamSpeak that he's backing up and reversing. proceeds to reverse into traffic without anybody knowing, and takes out the whole back half of the field at Sonoma.
Oh my
and then gets
God.
mad at us because we didn't know.
There's video of that on YouTube.
Backing up. Backing up.
I like
What is
barely
this
missed
video
him.
called?
I had to I'm hugging the tires and like trying to get underneath his car because he's backing up into the. Oh god, it's bad. Where is the video of
What is
that?
this video called? I need to find it.
Hang on.
Isn't it from that dude who kept starting parking in the 25?
Yeah, one of the first races we did.
Oh yeah, that was really funny though. He's like, I told everybody I was backing up. Mike Carroll got so mad.
There it is. First result.
What did you search?
Reverse into traffic.
Okay. I think I might have seen this before.
Dude, this is so long ago.
What is he doing?
Holy Mike. Oh yeah, see, I'm in the Dodge. I barely made it through.
Oh, there's Kevin. Oh. There's no car piles, but there's numbers.
I was gonna point out, I don't think JP's gonna have anything to do with Kevin crashing.
Look at 21 seconds and pause the video. Like, I barely made it through. I don't know why I chose to go there.
Wait a minute, was there Kyle Petty audio on this?
Yes, that was fantastic.
What was Kevin doing?
I gotta download this video, put Kyle Petty on top of it. What the fuck was that?
Good times.
I think
Not
Kevin
really.
just locked up the brakes and just
Kevin
went
just-
spinning.
My favorite
Kevin.
part is JB backed up as far as he needed to. He could have dropped the clutch and spun it around without there being a problem.
Or just not backed up as far.
Well, he stopped at one point. He was good there. He could have pulled the clutch, dropped the clutch, spun the wheels, and gone.
That story never gets old because... I don't know why, it's just really funny. Because JB, like, Mike was mad, but I think JB was even more mad that no one could hear him.
Yes.
How many people started that race? I have the archives somewhere, but...
Oh, I probably still have the export. What would that have been? Winner's picture. Tony won in his beautifully photoshopped Joey Logano 12 car. Hear that. There it is. April 10th, 2013. Yep, Tony won.
Is on the AFK camera again?
Tony won. I finished second. I led 22 laps.
I
led
think I
16.
finished like 9th, huh?
Dave Daniels was third, leading 1 lap. Zach Levitt was fourth, finishing 15th. He never ran in this league again because he was mad at me for running into him because he turned me into the hairpin. Good times, good times. Rob finished 5th after starting 12th. Holy crap. Davis was 6th. Mike was 7th. Spears ended up 8th. Our buddy Austin Jensen was the last one on the lead lap, leading 2 laps, finishing 9th. Ron finished 10th, 8 laps down. Dalton shredded his gearbox, finished 11th. And was out of the race with 9 to go. Kevin was out, finished 12th. And JB finished last. There were 15 people in that race. They had 12 cautions for 25 laps in a 56 lap race at Sonoma.
I forgot that was a race that Dalton started, and dude, I knew he was gonna shred his gearbox because every time he'd go up the hill, he was just like slamming it. Like, what are you doing?
There are people who don't know that you have to lift.
Yeah, otherwise you blow out the gearbox.
iRacing you don't because they don't simulate that.
It still actually helps you shift some iRacing, but I don't know if any of you were around. There was a day where we were off in N.O.R.L race, and somebody had proposed, like, it'd be really great if somebody would, give us some tips on how to run some of these road courses. So I did hey, if you want to learn how I run road courses, I'll teach you. And that was one of the first tips is, don't map the throttle on upshifts no matter what you're doing, and try to rep match on the downshifts. It'll save your gearbox. And somebody's like, is that why I always lose third and fourth gear? It's like, probably. Other tips I gave you in N4, don't use first gear on a road course. Just don't.
Not unless the corner's that. I mean, unless we're talking the hairpin at Monaco.
Yeah, but like at Watkins, don't use first gear at turn 1. If you're using first gear at turn 1, you're slowing down too much to begin with.
Why is this unlisted?
I don't know.
What's
I'd be the first one to download it.
What's unlisted?
I'm gonna give that a good old thumbs up.
I actually liked that ad, so I can't download it.
Boyer. Oh, that was actually pretty good. I do like that commercial. We've been green for almost 200 laps.
Yeah, we're gonna have a pit stop like 20, like within the last 50 laps for sure. Probably like 25 to go.
Oh, I forgot Urbandale was hosting a K&N race this year.
Like, there's a big gap. Where does that feel? Is that between 7th and 8th? There's just a big gap. I think it's because lap cars hold some people on. Yeah, from Zach to get back to JB, there's a lap car holding JB.
Good.
One of my favorite Mike Leach quotes is in there. In the end, you'll just wish you were low. He goes on a 5-minute story talking about weddings. Yeah. Of course, John Tharp's back up to 5th. Tell you who's not going to be leading the championship after this race.
Steven Spears.
Yes. Just waiting for my car to like smack the wall and cause a pileup. There's no way this ends without a caution, but it's starting to feel that way.
JB just got shuffled.
Zach, I'm waiting for him to get right reared off of turn 2 and then block the entire track.
Oh god.
Is this an iRacing thing?
Yes, I made a decision to run C-Fix the other night.
Martinsville?
Yeah.
Where'd you
Dude,
finish, by the way?
that is my favorite, but God, the driving's terrible.
Where'd you finish, Brad?
The first one was the
On
one
a
where
record.
I got hit in the right rear, went head on into the wall, and then two guys spun, and we blocked the whole track off for two.
Okay, I'm confused, Alex, because I don't understand what this tweet is you sent to me.
Mike
Which one?
Leach. It's
I sent it to
Leach's.
Spears.
It's like, what is this? What does this have to do with C-Fixed?
Remember Mike Leach going on the rant about getting married?
Vaguely, why didn't you send that to me? It was interesting.
He's just an all-around Mike Leach. He's also teaching a class about Middle Eastern warfare strategy and football, combined into one. Starts in April.
That's why I sent it to Spears. I know he's a fan.
The most important thing about ancient Middle Eastern warfare was their ability to run the option.
Someone's blowing up. Oh no! Oh! Contact.
That might bring out a yellow.
Oh!
It's gonna
Of course it's
sort out the field a little.
Of course.
It's gonna fuck John Tharp a little.
Glenn Kaufman, after making it 418 laps, finally retires due to poor funding and poor engines.
It is still green, by the
Yeah, we're
way.
still green, by the way.
His sponsorship deal ran out after the first.
417
Yeah.
laps.
No, Glenn and Clorox is like Dave Marcus and Realtree. It will never die. They will run.
I think Realtree is just like, you know what? We'll just
Well,
act like we're giving them money.
tires first, that'll help.
Is that a spot for Spears, or is he ahead of him?
If they get him running again, he's gonna be so slow.
He was actually ahead of me, I think. I think I did just gain a spot.
He was only one lap down. Now Spears is in 38th.
Woo!
They're not getting him back out there, right?
God, I hope not.
He's just kind of sitting there,
Daytona.
menacingly.
Be Daytona
Get
all
out of
over
there,
again.
SpongeBob! Ah! Get out of that pit road! Get out of that pit stall!
That's his maniac shriek. He's going to attack!
Spears, you're in the lose spot, by the way.
Quick, hide behind that building. Oh, he's back there too.
Brad, there's a part of the syllabus. As part of the application process, students will be asked to address the following two essay questions, which will be reviewed by Leach and Baumgartner. There's a 200-word limit for each of the essay questions' responses. Number 1. Can the British strategy in the Malaya insurgency be used today? And 2. Is the wishbone a potentially viable offense for the NFL? Why or why not?
I saw the prompts. I didn't read the whole article.
It's such a fucking cool class. Could you imagine taking that?
It'd be amazing. The semester's final session will take place April 23rd to be live streamed online for public viewing.
Oh God.
You know,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you know what the kind of guy Mike Leach is when he's on camera while another Pac-10 coach is giving an interview and he's blowing on his coffee to cool it down.
I'm just making up lecture names now.
.74 laps to go. Matthew Dominique at the point. Matt Raboyne second. Alan Nesvetter third. Aaron Cummings fourth. And Zach Michael back up. No! Contact! Up into the fifth position.
Okay,
Wait,
Mike.
what?
Okay, Darryl Waltrip.
3 wide. Wow!
Whoa!
Car hard in the wall. Mike Joy in trouble. That's like his favorite word. Trouble.
Oh, trouble!
That's a good word, though.
To Montoya.
It is. It is better than like problem.
Yeah.
I like trouble. Trouble is cool. You're like, oh, trouble.
Because trouble's
Is that
the word.
is that the Michigan State
Problems
kid?
is not.
Yeah, I was for the Holiday Bowl. I was
Oh.
wrong. That's really funny though.
All the elite drivers, are a good portion of them, are between 11th and 17th. It's a weird race.
You know, I would not put it past Mike Leach to have a lecture titled "Remember the Alamo Bowl."
These are good lecture names, right?
I would label them that.
Scarberry in 27th, battling for the top 35.
I will be back in a moment.
I think I'm hitting the bottom of my barrel now.
Back.
Seriously, I think I've exhausted all the ones I can come up with. I'm nearing the bottom of the barrel now. You like any of those?
My favorite ones are the Poland and the Blitz and Remember the Alamo Bowl.
Which unfortunately have nothing to do with the Middle East.
No.
I think it's funny that all these Alabama fans that are fans of the Birmingham Iron are posting on all the Facebook pages. How do you guys deal with losing? I'm not used to losing.
Oh, I know. Oh, Bama. I kept seeing pictures of Bill Belichick wearing the Alabama shirt. Everyone's like, oh god, could you imagine? I forgot the draft was going to be in Nashville. Alright. A month away. First round. Literally a month away.
Yes, in Nashville, along with the NASCAR race banquet.
Yeah, that one's interesting too. And pit stops.
What? Oh my goodness.
I think they're short pitting.
Why Saddam should have punted the second Gulf War.
Look, Tony said too.
Tim and Brad are coming out.
Allen is leading this race.
I think Wazoo is probably the worst football program in like a Power 5 conference before my league took it over.
Oh, by far.
That or Rutgers.
Oregon State's pretty bad right now too.
Oh!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Do we have a caution? We're still green.
We're gonna have caught.
Still green? Caution, caution.
Well, that can be the next of the field. I'm going to fuck these ups to the pits.
Who's the pace car going to pick up as the leader?
Who Who's the leader?
Alan.
Who's the pace car?
Wow.
Is Alan the leader?
It looks like it.
Holy cow.
Matthew just went a lap down, I'm pretty sure. I mean, he was
I
wrecked, so...
just lost a lap.
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely devastating heartbreak.
Yep. Tim loses a lap, I lose a lap, Brad loses a lap. I lost 2 laps, Brad lost 2 laps, JB lost 2 laps, Tim lost 2 laps, Craig lost 2 laps, Dave lost 2
Get
laps.
those back now.
Wow.
And Zach Michael.
Lost 5 laps.
Well, let's see here. They're at the stop sign.
Oh no.
The black flag for not stopping at the stop sign.
I'm right
I
there!
feel like there's gonna be more cars on the inside than the outside on this restart.
Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. Wow.
Actually surprised that run out of caution from what we saw, which is always something we didn't see.
Wow. Just dumps him.
Yeah, there was nobody coming, so I'm just sort of surprised up to yellow.
Well, I think they can make it on gas at this point. So, it would appear this is the best time to play Tiny Dancer, if you'd like.
Oops.
Oh man.
That was only half of what I was trying to type. So now you know it's gonna be terrible. I just misspelled personal.
So I watched a movie Overlord, like a World War II movie.
It's like a World War II movie thing.
Honestly, it feels like a Wolfenstein game, but it's actually, I mean, it was somewhat
That's
entertaining.
kind of what I got from the trailers. Tony, what does this camera work? The
Wow.
line is almost even.
Zach Michael getting pressured by Aaron Cummings, Jonathan Scrabix third, Alan Nesfeder fourth,
Now would be a good time for a caution.
Christian
Zach-
Torres fifth. What a top 5.
Zach's the leader, not even the leader of the lines.
No.
Either one of them.
And he's stuck behind Broderick on the top. That's going to screw him over big time.
Not Broderick.
Got the top. Not the Navy.
Oh,
Oh.
50 laps to go this time.
Oh!
Oh, we turned it.
Don't let him in, Rob.
You want your lap back, Rob? You fight him.
Wow.
Finish your dinner, and you are gonna like it. I'd really love to see yellow. Really
Dude,
would.
he's like bullying his way, trying to get into that spot, and nothing. Wow. He's gonna lose the lead here. leader, Randy Dobbins.
Randy Dobbins. Wow. Hasn't won since Homestead of 2012. Scoring Rick in 27th, JB 26th, me 25th, Tim 24th,
Ooh.
Brad 29th.
I'd say Rick's definitely going to lose the point lead. Tim's probably going to fall from third. Man.
Zach's going to gain a bunch because there's a lot of guys in the top 10 that are having bad days.
Oh, yeah.
Now when he gets spun by Lug, who's now in fucking third.
Mark Guthrie, 10th place. Holy cow.
I'm back.
Luxter's pretty far back, though, compared to the front two.
Is that Torres in 4th?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we got some oddballs in the front now because of that pit cycle. Which is all the more reason why you really should have tried to stretch it, guys.
Damn, you talk like we have control over this.
I am in control.
Clearly, Tony hasn't set the AI strategy. Actually, I bet you those are still 40-60, aren't they, Tony?
Nothing's 40-60.
Look, I don't care what the data says, alright?
I'm loose, Chad.
I know what I'm doing. Proceeds to wreck.
Shut up, I know what I'm doing. No more radio, the rest of the race.
Michael Henson, who was the first car to almost go a lap down, is 7th.
Out here with the top 10.
Charneski's in 8th.
Now,
What?
how does this help and or hinder Steven Spears?
It doesn't.
It's definitely gonna hurt me.
Actually, you're in 36 now because you got help during the cycle.
I picked up a bunch of spots when people get stuck 2 laps down at the end of it.
I think it's still going to put you outside the top 35, though. It's going to be close.
Yep. The only good thing is that Ben Gear was ahead of me, but since he was 32nd, I was 33rd. Alan having a good day is going to hurt. Rob is going to hurt, so I think I am going to fall out. Where's Jonathan running?
Jonathan is 13.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to fall out of the top 35.
He's having the best run of his years so far.
That's okay, because Spears, Jonathan's car is going to be grounded.
Oh yeah. I hope that Tony either parks him or he gets fired. I don't know like what changed the Jimmy Johnson, but
It was the Camaro, definitely the Camaro.
Probably his championships that made him more content.
I wish he'd been 8 and retired. But now I don't even know if he's going to win another race.
He'll probably win a Dacre race or something. He might win Martinsville at
he
some
was so
point.
close to the pole.
All he had to do was run 1 lap, and we were in. And he was running the best he had all year, that race and the race before that. All finally starting to come together.
Why not just now think of that joke?
Dude, our mid-corner speeds are just stupid fast.
Same stuff from last year.
God.
I don't know, from the start of the race, Harvick tried giving me a flat on the initial start. And then we're out there riding along, and he pulls his head off of his shoulders and tries bump rafting in the center of the turn. I guess all those years of watching TV and worshiping racing like he says he did, he didn't watch much of it and realized you're not supposed to bump raft in the middle of the turn. It's a shame. I mean, just tore up 6 or 7 good race cars. I hope that Childress either fires him, does something about him, does something about him, because this is ridiculous.
I just cannot take that interview seriously because he's about to cry.
Yes, Childress is gonna fire Kevin Harvick and not Jeff Green. Okay.
I hope that either Childress fires him.
I guess my car's broken.
Yeah, you're dropping back like a rock.
I think we're running the top.
Hey, he is not a Bob Segerson.
Still in second though.
God, is that Miller in 10th? The hell is that?
Yep.
Zach, what are you doing?
Yeah, Zach, I think you have a problem. I think you're going full Eric Jones. Next thing you know, you go full Alex Jones.
Oh god.
Turn the frogs, gang!
Look, here's the thing. I'm kind of retarded.
Oh, now you admit it.
Could you imagine if Randy actually wins this thing? It's gonna be big, big.
And a 96 Georgia boot?
The
Talk about an upset.
the Georgia Boot sponsor.
Why am I getting emails from Yahoo telling me to sign up for fantasy baseball?
You guys remember David Gilliland? 2006?
David who?
This is a bigger.
That guy that wrecked out on the truck race?
This would be a bigger upset than David Gilliland, 2006.
The Kentucky race. Oh my god.
The Bush race. Ooh.
Oh, you don't be a Tony Stewart, who never won a Bush race before his Cup career, mind you.
Okay, but the saddest thing is,
David Gilliland never won a race once his Cup career started.
Okay, but here's the saddest part. Who did David Gilliland beat that day?
Probably everybody.
Nobody good.
J.J. Yeley and fucking Denny Hamlin.
They were in Gibbs equipment. He should have lost. He should have finished 30th.
Oh, poor JJ. He could never seal the deal.
I mean, Gilliland qualified 4th. Oh, Kyle Busch was in the
Has the
field.
yellow come out yet?
So was John Andretti.
Whoop-de-doo. Kyle Busch. He won.
It's amazing.
Kevin Harvick, Greg Biffle.
Here's something that's actually amazing.
Oh,
Zach's
Richard
getting
Menard.
shoveled, he's still second.
Look, there were two
Yeah.
Sodders in the field.
This is a stacked field, Tony. I don't know what you're talking about. Michelle Jourdain.
Jamie Mosley.
Bernie Lamar.
I understand.
There were 3 Sodders in this field. Holy shit,
I
it's
don't
the Sodder family tree.
I don't understand how this team runs 43rd, 11th, starting, finish 29th, finish 33rd, finish 30th, DNQ'd for a couple races, and then comes back to Kentucky and qualifies 4th and then wins the race.
Because David Gilliland is the GOAT.
That's what old NASCAR was. You could hit on a setup and actually be a master at a race, unlike now where it's all the same every race.
Carl Edwards and Reed Sorensen were both in the race.
God, remember Reed Sorensen in 2011?
Is that when he was driving the 32 car?
Yeah.
20 laps to go. Randy Dobbins first, Zach Michaels second, Lugster third, Johnny Reed Foley fourth, Christian Torres fifth.
What?
Holy
Thanks
smokes.
for bringing out that caution so he could stay in the top 5.
I need Rob to be a good friend here and just dive bomb the fuck out of the 96.
He wants to keep his sponsor.
Oh, lap cars are side by side in front of him.
The lap cars are faster than him.
I know. The lap cars are faster than a lot of people because the only time we ever get cautions is when we're in the middle of pit stop cycles, bicycles.
Oh, the first one was for a crash.
Look, Randy Dobbins. This is David versus Goliath.
Blue flag, buddy.
This is like
This is not jump, honey, die.
This is like Terry Labonte at Darlington in 2003. Randy's a veteran. He's been around a long time, won some races, struggling a lot the last few years, but finally, at a racer's race,
Oh, it ain't over.
Did you look at the
Vincent's
last
on.
tour I sent?
Not over.
he rides around in 20th all race and then gets the lead out of nowhere. But it's not over.
Oh God,
I mean-
Tim.
Anyone want to run C street stocks at Lanier in 3 minutes?
I think I'd rather drink battery acid.
Anybody want to be violated by barbed wire? It's the same experience.
Hey guys, I bet these cars drive terrible right now.
Nah, man, they're driving good.
Oh, I miss Larry Mack. Please put him back on the air.
He's not dead.
Fucking might as well be.
So I gather we're not gonna get that caution to get this all day for the lap.
Nope.
We're gonna get one with like 5 to go that ends the race.
There's not enough laps to have 2 cautions.
I don't see any leaders.
I don't think anybody's gonna get to Randy.
Old Dobbins is driving his heart out.
Gobbo.
Dabo Sweeney.
There's Ben.
Steven Steers up to 36.
He was at 36 the last time you mentioned it.
Yeah, but you know, I'm back up to 36th.
He's maintaining.
The Maniac is at 36 spots.
It's kind of funny because when you look at the front of the pack, it actually looks like a normal race.
If the 11 is the only thing that's keeping these cars from getting away, too.
What is happening with this camera?
Tony is the Fox Sports director having a stroke.
I think so.
I'm trying to. This is my very fast run through the field. 10 laps to go. Randy at the
This
point.
isn't a run through the field, this is a stroke.
You run through the field with 50 to go.
I know who you are.
Okay, Marty. Zach Michael 3 cars behind.
He's not going to get there.
Foley got
Not
third.
He gets stuck to the outside. Foley's coming for the win. Here he comes. Like a jet-powered bat out of hell.
He actually
I just
is
made up 3
relatively
tenths
close.
that lap. Here comes
Oh,
Rob!
man.
Let's go, Rob!
Whoa!
Oh, God, come
Sailing
on.
into 3. Oh, he thirded him.
How he's gonna get there?
2 drivers with a win streak of, or a losing streak of over a year.
Win streak of negative. Zach, I'm not sure it helps you if they're side by side. You know,
Well, passing one of them is still a good thing, but at this
well,
rate, I'm
race
passing
isn't
none of them.
helping at all.
Why am I just running the top?
Because you want to go backwards. Here comes Foley.
AI are terrible.
It's gonna be really great if Randy just gets turned into turn 3 on the last lap of the field one time. Who can live through it first?
Five laps to go. As Scott Jockson's car says, rock and roll now.
Scott Johnson.
So where does it say now on there?
That hammering you hear is the sound of the nail
Coffin
of the final coffin of the chase contenders' hopes of upsetting Randy Dobbins.
Rick Jackson won 3 championships on Randy Dobbins' old team, Wasp Motorsports. The team
Okay.
has really gone downhill since his departure.
He says it's about to win a race.
But things are looking up and bright.
Way to go. Unless Rob, like, absolutely fucks him. I think he's got this.
Oh, where'd JB come from?
I think it's spun by JB.
2 laps to go.
Come on, man. Come on, baby. Come on, get him in the 4. Get him in the 3 car. No! Big trouble. Big right behind him. Beat him back. Come on. To the flag. Come on, Mikey. You got it, man. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Mikey.
Old Haas Dobbins in the stands.
Dale's okay.
All right. It's a television dream
Here he comes into turn 3. Randy wins. Wow! What did that happen?
It's such a weird wow you do, tell me.
Zach Michaels second, Johnny Reed Foley third, Donald Stewart fourth, Christian Torres
The guy who
fifth,
caused it. Didn't Luck cause 2 of the 3 cautions?
Michael Henson sixth, Zach Miller seventh, Alan Nesfeder eighth, Russ Charneski ninth, Mark Guthrie in the 10th position, Jonathan Scrabax 11th, Aaron Cummings a good day 12th, David Butterworth hinting at that top 10 points
Tony,
position.
the yellow came out at the end. What happened?
Yeah, I gotta look at that. 13th. Matt Raboyne 14th, John Tharp 15th. 16th, a lap down, Matthew Dominique, the dominator of the day. 17th, Mr. Bob Marley Jaman, Ken Pettit. 18th, Broderick Whitman with a career day. 19th, Tony Long, and 20th, Adam Krapser, as we look at this latest caution.
Fight caused by another car going to pit
The
road.
lights were on at the end, which tells me there was a yellow somewhere, and I'm not sure what it was for.
It was Dale, man.
There's no yellow, they just do that when it goes off the green for some reason. Because right when it went off the green, it went to yellow, but there's no actual yellow light.
That's weird. I think you broke it, Tony.
In the 21st position, Brandon Yodog Reigns. 22nd, Rick My Man Jackson. 23rd, Craig the Man Lee. 24th, Tony the Man Pizarro. 25th, Tim.
The man, McDonald.
26th, Dave Miller. 27th, Alex Bradley Krapser. 28th, Dan I Blew My Engine and I Didn't Know Johnston. 29th, John Skittleman Batista. 30th, Rock On Jackson. 31st, Rob the Man
Gronkowski.
Scarberry. 32nd, Little My Man Lucas. 33rd, Kevin Corbett. 34th, Bill Werkheiser. 35th, William Perry. 36th, Steven Spears. 37th, Jimmy Stevens. 38th, Dale, who wrecked everybody earlier. 39th, Ryan Hoiser. 40th, Walt Mean Man Flowers. 41st, Glenn. And 42nd, the man who didn't have to endure the torture of today for too long, Ben Gear. Good job, Randy. You did as good as you possibly could. Your old man, Old Haas, is probably very happy. And his dad, Old Ross Dobbins.
Old Ross? Old Haas? Old what?
It's kind of like Old
The
Ross.
hatch slinging.
I don't know. That's his name. We're just going to roll with it. So, good job, everybody. Except Ben and Glenn. Have a good rest of your night.
Still daylight.